What up, what up, what up? All right, if you're on Instagram, join me in the trade room. It's going down right now. Come on, hang out. You can find out what it's all about, what all the fuss is about. Keep hitting admit all. Good morning, everybody. Y'all all right?
How ain't you?
Good, good. What's up, Derek? You good?
I'm good, man. Yourself?
I'm all right. It was raining this morning, so I couldn't get outside for my normal walk. So it's crazy. Now the sun is kind of just coming out. So I kind of feel like, man, I missed it, you know? I want to go outside and do my little. But other than that, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Good stuff.
Yeah, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody jump on in, jump on in.
Yeah, big brother. Good morning, man. If you need me, you got me. Go ahead and put me on. I'll let them in.
Okay, I appreciate that, D. Thank you.
Got it, man.
Good morning, another big brother. That's my big brother who just talked to you right there.
Okay, that's love. That's love. He's a good one. You chose well. Spice, what it do? All right. Well, I'm gonna take this off because I don't need this. And everybody, if you're on Instagram, love you, but I'm about to shut that down. Come hang out in Zoom if you want to. There we go. Yeah, I'll see y'all later. All right. Take care. Join me on Zoom if you like. Click the link in my bio. Cool.
Yo, Jay, don't worry about the chat either. I'll monitor that.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's rock out. Oh, man. Well, let me do this then. All right, cool, cool, cool. Man, it's a pleasure to see everybody. A real blessing to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like another beautiful day. We don't have to be in a rush to get to the money because the money's already coming to us. So I think the biggest thing for us to focus on is just, the opportunity that we have today. The opportunity is great. So if you're a bully, you're always in this room with me. I want you to make sure that you encourage somebody, say what's up to somebody that maybe this is not they're not in here all the time. So if this is your first time inside the room, or the first time ever coming to a trade room, or first time ever seeing a chart, just be like, what up, what's going on, so that we can acknowledge you. Man, it's good to see you. All the people that's first time to this. What you're going to see today is you're going to see people predict where the market is going to go, whether it'll go up and down. You're going to see people make money. You're going to see people encourage one another. You're going to see all kinds of cool stuff. This is one of the favorite parts of my profession as an educator. I get a chance to watch students grow. I get a chance to watch them go from not knowing anything to making a lot of money in one day, passing the combine, becoming more proficient as traders. And it's pretty exciting to me. So cool. Today's focus is just going to be we're supposed to do what we're supposed to do when we're supposed to do it. That's what it is. So, you're looking for your trade, you're looking for your setup, and then you're going to take your setup. All right. All right. That's what it's about. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see. Let me check the chat for the first timers. Let's make sure I'm good. What up, Felicia? What up, Kendra? You know what I'm saying? I see some first time folks. I don't see any other first timers, so that's cool. First timers, don't be shy too. You don't have to be shy. I'm gonna share my screen. Drop a Y in the chat box if you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, drop a Y in the chat box. All right, I think we got some good stuff. People can see. People can see. All right, cool. Let's start top down, and we'll start with good old fashioned ZB. Finally, we hit the pay dirt. I told you yesterday that the goal would be to hit 152.12, and that's what the low was. Anybody remember me saying that? Unmute your mic and say, yeah, I remember you saying that. We swung.
Yep, I saw that.
Yeah, we swung down to the OG buyers swing low 151.30. And since then, we've made some nice up moves. I tell you, the biggest question is going to be, can anybody get through 153.09 at this point? So I wouldn't expect anything to kind of extend too tough. And if it did, I'm not sure where it's going to stay. Today's question is, can you close above 153.09 or below 151.30? And or yeah, 151.30. And I think the answer is you can't do either. Personally, that's me. I don't think that they can do either one of those things. So there it is. Dailies are going to be confused. It's green now, but I think it's a confusing situation. We grabbed some of the lows here, and we basically have printed a fight zone. The 153.09 short is still good. $154.05 as well. The support is going to be right where it is right now. You know, you can even stretch it. It could be 150, 131, but that's about where it is. 4-hour stop sign was really good. 4-hour swing low is really dope. So the 4-hour says down to, the question is from where? Best scenario right now is 153.10. I need to look inside the structure right now and see if we have a reason to believe that the buyers have any strength to get out of this range. But right now, I see the sellers at 153.09 versus the buyers at 151.30. And then what I'm seeing as well is mother inside, confirmation upside, 50 pickup. And now we're on the move. So I'm looking for the upside to try and prevail. Let's see how well they can do. 60s. If I had to sell things over here, I would sell 154.17, 154.04. I would sell 153.28. I would sell 153.08. If I had to buy anything over here, I would be buying 152.03. I'd be buying 151.17. I'd be buying between 17 and 11. So that's kind of a stretch of places I would buy. And then I would buy again between 150.22 and 150.19. Excuse me. What's going on? No, it's open house. Go to my IG and sign up, and then you'll get a code. All right. So one of the things that is going to be key today is $152.21. Above 152.21, and I got my money on the upside. You get below it, things kind of get murky really quickly. All right. All right. Does everybody see what I would sell and everybody see what I would buy? Does everybody understand that? Why I would do it? Are we cool?
Jay, on the buy, on the 60-minute, you said anywhere between 151.17 and 151.11. Is that correct?
Yeah, I like between 17 and 11 as a first stop. Like if they start making a downside move right now, you see, like, it's obvious they're going to have to get past 152.11. Boom. Okay, cool. You do that. You got to get past 29. Okay, cool. You do that. Then there's like this zone of support. For me, it starts as early as 151.17, but it kind of goes all the way to 151.11, you know, in my opinion. So it's kind of like this zone of support that I see there. And
Okay,
then we can get underneath 11. I think we move all the way down to 150.22 before we get our next set of issues. Maybe 150.23. Then we start, you know, progressing even further down. You feel me?
yeah, I see. Thank you.
All right. Check the 5 minute, 5 minute. We were bored. Then we moved to the downside at 10:35, and then we closed under. Boom, we moved under. Why'd you stop here at 151.28? I feel like going back and checking the fives all the way over there. I will later. Crack above, can't get above. Okay, finally you get above. Retest, move above. Cool, stop sign. Mother inside, confirmation upside, pick up, move twice, right? So new high. Okay, bang, retested. But right here was a downside decision. So there's a switch, change of bias here. Now we're thinking downside, crack up under 20. Sell the 20s down to the stop sign grabs it. Now we're going back. All right. On the 5 minute chart, if you're a buyer, you just want to stay above 152.20. If you're a seller, you don't want them above 152.30. You don't want them to close above that. If they do that, then they'll kind of change the structure of things. Is everybody cool on this? Any questions? I mean, from anybody. If it's your first time in the room, you home, you can ask some questions, all right? And if it's you've been in this room every day, you already know how I go down. So you know you can ask some questions. So if you have any questions about what I'm saying on the bonds, let me know. Or are y'all just like, man, forget those bonds, show me what's going on the ES?
Hey, Jay, real quick question. Last night it happened, and it happened early this morning, where it had these huge gaps where they weren't even connected.
You
and I don't know if that's something normal.
What market? On what market?
I'm sorry. On the ZB 5 minute and on the ES 5 minute.
Okay.
It happened this morning. It happened last night.
And what time did the big gap happen?
It happened on my, it says 4:55 on mine. I'm Central Time, so it's probably 5:55.
Okay, I'm looking at my chart, 5:55. I don't have a really big gap in my chart.
That's,
Can you see my chart?
yeah, I can see your chart, and that's.
Does it look like mine? Does yours look like mine?
It does not.
Okay, do me a favor. Right click right here in any open area of the chart and bring up this menu.
Okay.
And then go down here. You see it says reload all historical data.
Okay.
CTRL Shift R is another thing you can do. So Control Shift R, but you want to reload all historical data. Like sometimes your Wi-Fi could go out or your connection could go out or something like that. And when it comes back, it'll just come back wherever data is right now. So sometimes you'll see like you have a 450 candle, a 455 candle, then you have a 615 candle, and it's a big jump. And you're going, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got disconnected. Maybe your computer did a auto clean, a auto reboot. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But whatever the case is, reload that data.
Yeah, no, that it worked for the ZB. Seeing if it works on the ES, but yeah, thank you.
Okay, no problem. Cool. Does everybody see what I'm looking at on the fives? It's almost time to sell over here on the ES. This is where the sellers should be. In fact, they're a little higher. I had them somewhere at 41.92-ish. So this is where the seller should be. If they mean to be over here, they should be coming up. Let's go do the same thing to the all right. Daily say green. Good job by the buyers. No front. Daily says green. Good job. 4 hour. Well, yesterday we said that we would be going to the downside on the 4 hour chart, and we went to the downside. Today, I believe, is the opportunity for the buyers to respond. If you're a seller over here, what you want is basically a retouch of the area where we are now and a sell-off. That'll do it for you. You know what I'm saying? A nice 41.92, 41.94 touch and a sell. If you're a buyer, you want to see them reclaim that level. straight up. It's 41.97 is where I am. So they jumped in front of the inventory 95-ish right now. Not sure if they're done buying or if they want a little more to the upside, but the 97.96, you just don't want them above 97.96 at all, ever. Some warning shots getting thrown at the swing lows. You know, I think there's some more downside stuff so that you can bring the market into balance. I think we have to position ourselves to be as low as 40.20. It was so weird. Yesterday, somebody posted, "Oh, the bulls are back." And I was like, the bulls are back? Where? Where are they? They're not going to be in the 4100s. There are no bulls here. We got to go down to go find them. I don't think that they're here. So I'm looking for the market today to, if it visits above 4,200, cool. But today I'm looking for the market to not stay above. This candle that we're on is a 10 o'clock candle for the 4-hour chart. It won't close until 10, but you know, you basically want the ES to stay under 4,200. Okay. It's a seller's market, but it's the buyer's chance to reply on the 4-hour. Same thing over here. Buyers have done a great job on the 60-minute chart of reclaiming the bias, reclaiming control. They, you know, one victory though does not a war win. You dig? You can't win one battle and think that you're gonna, you know, just run off with it all. So the buyers did a good job right here, 41.53. Great job getting above. Next challenge is going to be between 41.82 and 41.89. You know, they have to beat that challenge. So you would need an hourly closure out above these numbers. If you do that, then by all means, they have a right to get to 41.99, and then they have a right to get to ultimately 42.36. While we're there, let's talk about what we would sell and what we would buy. We would sell 43.06. We would sell 42.86. We would sell 42.64. We would sell the swing high of 42.44. It's coupled in there pretty closely with stop signs 42.37, 42.38-ish. I would definitely sell 41.98, 97s, kind of where we are now. So those people are kind of already activated. Places I would buy, tentatively 41.52.75. That feels good. 41.35.25. I would also buy 41.08, 41.09-ish. That feels good. Give me 1 second. Make sure there's other stuff. 40.80, I would buy that. 40.57, I would buy that. My point of view is, all right, does everybody see where I would buy or where I would sell? Any questions?
Can you repeat the cells? I didn't understand where you were doing that for a second. Sorry.
For sure. I would sell 43.26, 43.07, 42.85, 42.64, 42.44, 42.37, 42.01 a little bit. And of course, where we are now. And then that's the sell. Are you cool? That's good.
Yes, thank you.
Sweet. It's our anniversary. Anniversary. Wing, wing, wing. Isn't this so familiar? Overbought, out of position. Tell me really what to do, me. Today is a special day we call our own. Dun, dun. Put me in your arm and hold me. Okay. Let's look at the 5-minute story. We'll read it from the open till now, kind of figure out what's important, what's not important. Market opens, kind of shimmies around, catches a couple lows, right? So we get this guy out of the way. Catches a low twice, call it 41.59.25, right? Then the 25s there, I think, yeah, 59s, they serve you 83. Okay, cool. You establish a vibe. And slowly but surely, you make your way down to the stop sign. 41.62 gives a little love. We end up curling up under the 59s, come back. We sell off, sell deeper. Boom. We sell here. Good job. Find support. That support is good. Reaches up. Oh, and it reaches. Reach all the way to 41.69 before falling deeper, making it overnight low. Get a confirmation to the upside. You also get a nice little gap here. I'll do that. Oh, and it reaches. All right, so we got a nice little gap. They make a move. All right, we catch stop signs. They push back down. That's a little short. It's a little abbreviated there, man. They kind of, 41.56 it a little bit. I can see why, but it's not necessarily the coolest situation. So now it's something between 59 and 56. We get above the fray. They come back in and then make a push out. They swing above that other little stupid high at 69. That was stupid. It didn't make any sense anyways. Come back in, touch the 60s. That's just a 5, retest and make a move. So you closed out above a high, 41.82. You haven't done that since last night at 11 and change, right? Right. So now that you're up there, the next candle can't get underneath it, but this candle can, right? Okay. Okay. We got another little situation right there. You up real high, brother. You up real high. And I don't know why you up there like that. But you shouldn't be. Last thing I want to do on the ES is I want to look above the overnight high and look left to find out if there's anything I should be aware of. Properties. Template load. This part is very uneventful, but this is the best part because what we're doing is discovering. We have to answer the questions. The mastery method only asks you 3 questions. If you answer 3 questions, you make money. Where are the buyers, where are the sellers, and who's going to win? So I have to go and find all the buyers. It's like being a detective or a jealous partner. You're looking for something that you don't know about, and you have to go find out where it is so you can be made aware of basically the intent of the people that you work with. We're called traders. We don't trade with ourselves. We trade with other people. And if we're going to trade with them, at least we should know their opinions, because their opinions matter just as much as ours do. I'm going to say that again. Their opinions matter just as much as ours do. If you don't believe it, let everybody in the market be saying sell and you be saying buy. I bet you your opinion, you'll know their opinion matters then. The idea is to be on the right side of the market, correct? Anybody ever heard that before? Be on the right side of the market, sell with the sellers, buy with the buyers. Anybody ever heard these phrases? Well, these phrases all sound very cool. They all sound amazing. These are amazing phrases that sound really cool. The question is how you do it. How do you find a buyer? Well, you have to look into the market. There are 3 ways to find a buyer, 3 ways to find a seller, and you have to look around and make sure you know where everybody is. Where are the sellers? Where are the buyers? Where is support? Where is resistance? If I buy right now, am I going to run into a seller? If I sell right now, am I going to run into a buyer? These are all things you got to know. Market open 152.25 on the bonds. 16s away would be 153.09 and 152.09. 153.09 puts us above the stop sign, which would be cool. You know, I like where the buyers are on the bonds. They, you know, they're doing well. They haven't, you know, regained any control, but they're doing well. Finally, they have something to say above. I told you today is going to be about watching 21, 152.21. So above 152.21, I like the buyers. Question is now, can they hold on to it? The question is, can we, you know, get another visit at 153.09 and can the buyers hold it? Because that's going to be their test. The test today is not what you can do down here. The test for the buyers is what they can do up here. 153.09, 153.10. That's the question. That is the question. All right. Any questions on the ES at all? Any questions? Nothing? All right. Good, good, good. All the folks that's here for the first time, man, I just want to say welcome, 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 and I appreciate it. Any bullies that's just, you know, you ain't had to subscribe to the room in a while because you already know how to trade and you're doing it for yourself. If you guys are here, say what up too. If you're a bully, drop a muscle up real fast in the chat for your boy. You dig? You dig, you dig. Let me. I see Spicy in here, Jay Lyons, Kyle, Tamika, Mobilaji, Tammy, Nichelle. Monsters, monsters, I tell you. These are people, they don't have to be in the room anymore because, I mean, they know how to trade me. They don't need me like they used to. They don't need me. T. Curry, I see you. Melvin McBride, Sobin here. Derek in here. Steve Pete, the bouncing bully. Jermaine, what's good? D. Ferguson, B. Clay, what's good? What's good? Andrea, former bully. Yeah. Once a bully, always a bully, man. You can't unlearn this stuff. You can't unlearn it. It's stuck in there now. Stuck in there. Tonight in here, what's good? Man, it's so good to see the bullies, man. Love, love, love. Jay Hunter. Let's go make sure that we have the news right. Today is Tuesday, March 15th. Tonight is my daughter's dance recital. I need to make sure I put on my cologne. We have 8:30 as PPI final demand. That's already passed. Empire State was at 8:32. We have Red Book at 8:55. And that's all Econo Day has for us. Forex Factory, what do they have for us? Some 8:30 announcements. PPI, all of those came out terrible. And nothing else until 4 o'clock. So we have a quiet news day. Nothing else really to stress us out. Let's just start right now with the questions. If you have questions, I would definitely love to hear them. Okay. ABCC is 1, 2, 3. All the gap continuation, folks, get ready. You're going to be buying somewhere around 87, 85. And if you do it, it's going to be short-lived. You know, I don't think that you get 87 to 42.20 right now. I just don't. Questions. Yep. What's good?
Jay, like, all right, there's a 153, 09, 010 and everything. There's a gap right above it, an hourly gap. So that bounce should definitely brings back down a little bit, correct? On the ZB.
You can almost call what happened overnight the bounce. You did.
Okay.
They ran a little short of it. The gap is at 153.11. They ran at 10 and then took it down. So of course it's front running. I think that what's happening is that you have this resistance area between 7 and 11, right? And they kind of went into it and came out of it. If we revisit it, for me, what I see is, you know, the sellers that did such a great job in creating the trend should be able to do that very same thing again. Another thing is, I think by the time we get up there, maybe we'll be kind of, you know, tuckered out. The way that they're building this buy, You see what I'm saying? The first thing they had to do was get above 152.15, then they had to get above 21. Okay, once above 21, they haven't been back, but it's been problems along the way. You see 152.23, you see 152.27, and now there's something going on at 152.30 that they've got to beat. And you know, we said that 152.30 would be, you know, a tough spot for them to get to. So they're not out of the woods. They got 153.04s to get through. They got a lot of stuff. So I just think that by the time they get up there, they're going to be tuckered out. You know, I think they're tuckered out by the time they get up there, and you get 153.10, 153.11 short, maybe back into the 152.28s to relax and think about it. And then, you know, see if we can put on a greater campaign. But it's a lot to ask of them. It's a lot to ask of them at once, in my opinion.
As long as they timber, that's all I care about. As long as they timber.
You feel me? We sold everything though, like, you know, we sold everything like a dog. You know, we did a good job. The bonds did a great job yesterday of selling off. And ironically, you know, while we were trading during the session yesterday, you know, we had to dance, but, you know, both of the markets end up tanking, you know. So I remember yesterday there was a question, I think Spice was trying to answer it from somebody about, Spice, who was that was asking you about like the dance and when one goes up, the other one going down, and whether it's candle for candle. I think you and DG were talking to somebody about that.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't remember who it
That was me.
Oh,
was
it
Soul, right?
was, yeah. Was it so?
Okay.
Yeah, that was me.
Soul. Okay. I thought it was so, but I just wasn't sure. So what we look for is the inverse relationship between the bonds and the ES, or the bonds, the interest rate futures and the indexes. We just say it like that. Like the interest rate futures are a product and the indexes are another product. And depending on whichever one you're looking at, the relationship is inverse between all of them, whether it be the 30s, the 10s, the 5s, the ultra bonds, the 2 years, whatever. It's going to be, if they go up, you're looking for the NASDAQ, the Russell, the Dow, the S&P to start coming down. So it doesn't happen tick for tick or candle for candle. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't happen that way. What it happens is generally what you tend to see is down on one means up on another, generally. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like, oh, the ES just had a red candle, so now the bonds have got to have a green candle. No, it's not necessarily like that. But there are these golden times, so where you can see, like, it'll be so perfect. Like the bonds will be running down to daily support and the ES is running up to daily resistance, and you just click the button, click, and then they just shift and everything changes and you start making money real fast. It's really, really cool.
Good morning. Can I ask a question?
Of course, this is the time. This is what it's for.
So I'm a total newbie here. My name's Marion from Boston. I had two questions. One, I see a really pretty indicator on your chart.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what that is?
I have a few of them going on the chart. You're talking about one looks like a wavy thing with a line in the middle. And then on this one, you see all of these horizontal lines like the green and the blues. Which one are you talking about?
The wavy one with the line.
The wavy one is called Anna Current Day VWAP. What it lets me see is, are you familiar with trading at all?
Very little.
Okay, cool. What platform you use when you're doing whatever trading that you do?
I just started with NinjaTrader, and I've used TradeView for stocks.
Okay. Okay, very good. Have you ever heard anybody mention EMAs, exponential moving averages?
Yes.
Right. So basically you look back X amount of candles and you make an average, and that's the point that you plot, you know? So you look back 256 candles, you make an average point of plot. So every time what we see being pointed out at this point is an average of the candles looking back. The reason why EMAs are cool is because it kind of gives you an overall look at, are we above average or below average? You know what I'm saying? Should I be buying or should I be selling? Right. Okay, cool. The reason I like this one is because it's kind of like EMAs, but on steroids, or EMAs that have gone to the gym and have worked out properly. So the vibe is, this is called the VWAP. That stands for volume weighted average price. So EMA is an exponential moving average. So we have the average price part of the EMA, but what makes this one on steroids is that it's volume weighted, which means it can account for averages in the case of volume. Let me explain that. So imagine you want to create an average. You ready?
Yeah.
One person buys the market for 0. The other person buys the market for 100. So that's 0 plus 100, which equals
100.
Good. 100 divided by 2 equals
50.
Cool. So your average would be 50. That's your average price.
Mhm.
That's the EMA. Now here's the volume weighted EMA. All right. 1,000 people buy the market for 0. One person buys the market for 100. How many participants? 1,001.
Wait.
Now, right. Exactly. Wait. Okay, cool. So you have volume weighted average price, which means 1,000 people buy 0 now. Not just one person buys 0, one person buys 100. The average is 50. 1,000 people buy 0, and one person buys 1. So how many participants do we have in the market? 1,001.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the weight of the volume? If we had to get just an average, the average price would be 50 because I got a 0 and I got a 100. The average price is 50. But the volume weighted average price would be much closer to 0 because now our average that is being drawn on the chart, see how this average is being drawn for you?
Mm-hmm.
It is now weighted by volume.
Okay.
So it will take into account how many people participated at what price and then print for me an average. To me, it makes it a bit stronger than a normal EMA or any other average indicator. I plan on doing an indicator training this Thursday. You have 4 types of indicators. You have lagging and leading. You have static and dynamic.
Yeah.
What most indicator creators do is try and put 2 of those together. So you'll have a lagging dynamic indicator like RSI. RSI is lagging because price tells RSI what to say, and it's dynamic because it moves. You know, RSI moves up and down. VWAP also is another lagging dynamic indicator, but you have some that are leading static indicators. A leading static indicator is like my levels indicator on it's called levels. And what it does is kind of tell you, hey, we're right here. But the cool thing about it is it's leading, but it's dynamic because it'll tell you where something is going to happen. And when it's no longer going to happen, it won't tell you anything anymore. So you have leading or lagging indicators. You have static and dynamic indicators. And people try and pair them together to get a good idea of what the market might do. Now, the best indicator, the candles. Always have been, always will be. But we use other things to confirm what we might see. It's not going to create our ideas. I don't look at my indicators to create my ideas about up or down, but I can use them to intimate, to understand, to better see formations and structures where things are. Make sense?
Yes, totally.
Perfect.
Thank you so much. And my second question is in the levels teachables, I hear a lot of stop sign, but I'm not really sure what that is.
You're in the levels?
Yeah.
Really? How'd you like it?
I have to honestly, it's great, but I have to review things like a million times for things to stick.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what a trend is?
Yes.
What is a trend?
Series of higher highs or higher lows in a consecutive direction.
Oh,
I think.
okay. Okay, cool. That's what other people call a trend. That's what other people call a trend. What I call a trend is 3 candles of the same color in a row.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's what I call a trend. Like other people, higher highs and higher lows mean an uptrend. Lower highs and lower lows means a downtrend. But I don't know if that's a trending market. I know that that's a directional market.
Right.
I can go down 10, up 9, then down 10 again and have a downtrending market because I'm making lower lows and lower highs. But it wouldn't be much of a downtrend, would it? So I call a trend 3 candles of the same color in a row. So if you see red, at least 3. So if you see red, 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 that's a downtrend. If you see green, 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 that's an uptrend. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
All right. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Now that we've established what a trend is, the stop sign is the origination of a trend, where it starts. All right. And all 161 of y'all in here, y'all about to really get blessed. A stop sign. If the buyers put on at least 3 candles in a row, so green, 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 at least 3. It could be 8, it could be 12, it could be 4, it could be 27, but it's at least 3 in a row. That is a trend. And the origination of a trend, when we trade back towards it, is a stop sign.
Does it matter the time frame?
Say it again.
Does it matter the time frame on that idea?
What's up, Sean? Where you from?
Originally, where I'm from, Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo, New York. Very good to meet you, Sean. And how long you been trading?
Consistently the last 8 months.
How's it been going?
So learning.
I understand. What's your favorite thing to trade?
Well, I just got into futures about 2 months ago.
Well, what's your favorite thing to trade? Do you like options more? Do you like crypto more? You like trading?
Oh, right now I'm between, I'll say futures and options right now.
Okay, that is a very, very powerful combo. One of them, you don't have to manage all day. The other one, you get in and out. Whenever you're in and out, you can make whatever money you need to make. I had a student that I taught. She was an options trader. I taught her how to trade futures, how to really read a chart. And man, she started making $12,000, $15,000 a day. She thought she was going to retire in 5 years. I think that she already retired. So time frame, be damned, matters not. 3 candles of the same color in a row, 3 or more. The origination of a trend is a stop sign. I have a different definition of trending than some other people have. I'm not calling them wrong, but I know I'm right. Questions, questions, questions.
Can you explain the 2 candle trade?
Not in depth, not today. We'll have to wait till it's just family around, because I'm gonna confuse more people and they're gonna go out and lose money. And then what they're gonna say is, his stuff don't really work. So we gotta wait till it's just family around for that one, Kendra. Catch me tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah.
Because, if I teach it, I'm going to teach a piece of it, until you understand, but you understand because you got the course material and you've been hanging around. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else, they're going to try and trade it tomorrow and end up losing money.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and they'll blame me for it. So, oh man, this stuff doesn't work. He sucks. No. Cool. Questions. That 60s gap is now done. So as you can see, like you saw how there was a 60-minute gap drawn on my chart. And then when I went to this chart, it vanished because it's a static. I'm sorry, it's a leading dynamic indicator. The gaps indicator is leading in dynamic. Let's see. Good close for the ES. I really like that. Question now is 4182 support or not? That's going to be the next question. Time is 9:04. Questions. You guys are doing a great job. I'm really enjoying the questions.
Oh, Jay.
I'll start calling out some trades here soon. I think I got one so far.
Okay.
As soon as we open up the ES short from 94 is where I told you guys, I say, hey, the sellers are coming in right now. So 94 to 84 is $500 a contract. Did anybody take the 94 short when I called it? Anybody?
I did.
Good. Vlad, you made some money?
Yes, good for the combine.
EIE.
Aí, beleza.
Hey Jay, that 4182, that's the Asian high you were referring to level?
Nah, I don't know nothing about that.
Okay.
4182. Let me give you, Sean, okay, so let's talk about culture. Everybody, if I can have your attention, this is going to be the best lesson that you learned today. Promise, by far. This is the best thing you can learn about trading right now, okay? Let's talk for a second about culture. Okay, how do you build culture? Well, culture is built by what people say, what people wear, where people meet, what music they listen to, and what food they eat. It is when people share those things. It's a shared experience. How do you make culture inclusive? Okay, to make culture inclusive, you have to readily invite people to share in what you share. So for example, oh, this person is invited to the cookout. Anybody ever heard that before? Okay. Oh yeah, you invited to the cookout, or this person, they can come to the cookout. Oh no, they can't come to the cookout. When we say we want it to be inclusive, we're saying that people can come and experience the culture that we have. What do you do when you don't want people to experience the culture that you have? You make it an exclusive culture. What do? You might take, for example, like say you want to create exclusivity. So everybody's selling coffee. They sell it at the gas station. There's this place called Dunkin' Donuts where they sell it. But here comes this new place called Starbucks. And Starbucks wants to sell coffee. Now, everybody and their mama been stopping by the gas station or Dunkin' on the way to work to get their coffee. It's been happening for years and years and years. Here's a new company. What does Starbucks do in order to make themselves exclusive? They change small to grande. They change large to venti. They change the language. What that does is it immediately polarizes coffee culture. Because, man, it's just a large, just call it a large. Or I like a grande, dirty, mocha chocolate, whatever they gonna say at Starbucks. You feel me? They changed the language, you dig? You know what I'm saying? They changed the language. What do you think the people in the financial industry do for you in order to make you feel outside? You don't know where they meet. You don't know 90% of the language. You're definitely not a person that has someone they know on the inside. Put a Y in it. Watch this, everybody. I'll give it 10 seconds. Put a Y in the chat box if you know someone personally that works on Wall Street. There are 167 of us here. If you know someone personally, that is 2. I have 2 Ys. That is less than 0.5%. So we don't have people that's on the inside. All right, so what do? Okay, let's keep them confused. How do we keep them confused, Paul? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the Asian session and the London session, and we're going to talk about liquidity, and we're going to talk about withdrawals, and we're going to talk about supply. Then we're going to talk about demand, and we're going to talk about sideways and ranging and trending and consolidating. And we're going to talk about accumulation, and we're going to talk about disposition, and we're going to talk about waves, and we're going to talk about cycles, and we're going to talk about all this stuff. So by the time somebody who wants to be included in the culture, they'll just rather stay at Dunkin'. They'll rather just stay at Dunkin' and order a large coffee. They're not going to come to Starbucks and have a venti Americano. The language became the barrier. So for everybody that's not a bully, like, listen to me really well. If you've ever been to any kind of market, anywhere, you know how to trade. And you know how to invest. A market is simply a place where buyers and sellers meet. Supermarket, real estate market, job market, car market, all the same. Hey, guess what else is a market? Instagram is a market. Even if you are not trading right now, you're in a market because you're giving me your time and attention for my information. We're in a trade right now. And the moment you don't think this trade is worth it, you will vote with your attention. You will log off the Zoom. You will sign off of Instagram because it's no longer worth it to scroll. You will divest from the position that you have in the stock market. The moment the trade is no longer valuable, you get out of the market. If you know about what's valuable to you and what's not valuable to you, you can trade. If you know a good price for something and a bad price for something, you can trade. If you go to the grocery store right now and gum went from $3 a pack to $300 a pack, you would just keep rocking your stank breath because you're not going to buy a $300 pack of gum. That is too high to buy. It needs to come down for you to be a buyer, and then you will buy it. Some of y'all been home for 2 weeks because that gas is too high to buy. They need to bring the price down so you buy it. That's what this market thing is about. It is about perceiving what is good value and what is not good value and participating where there is good value. The cool thing about trading that I love is that if you know it's about to go down, you can trade with the buyer. You'll hit sell, they'll hit buy. The broker between you will get a trade together so everybody's position is on record. If the market goes down, I make money. If it goes up, they lose money. If it goes down, they lose money. So you sell where you should sell, you can make money on the way down, and you buy where you should buy, and you can make money on the way up. The first trade call of the day was a sell. I know what you're thinking now, Jay. You taught me about markets, and you told me about languages and culture, and the fact that the reason why we feel kept out is because they have all this jargon. And all of this started because Sean said Asian session. But to me, bro, it's one market. The world is so small right now. If a butterfly flaps his wings in the market in Asia, we'll feel it. So it's, to me, Asian session, London session, it's all a market. It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. We just have to know what we're looking for. What are we looking for? We're looking for the 3 people who are in the market at all times. What 3 people are in the market? There are buyers and there are sellers. Well, Jay, well, there's people waiting to be buyers and sellers. If you go to the grocery store, you have people selling Dole, Chiquita, Purdue, Publix, Whole Foods. These are the sellers, and they're in the market trying to sell. Well, who are the buyers? People coming in. Some of them already have stuff in their cart ready to take it out and check it out. They're going to go to the broker, the cashier, and make the sale final. So the trade will be executed at the cashier. That's the broker. I'm going to buy this chicken from the Purdue people, and the Purdue people are going to sell it to me. Right? So that's the trade. Well, who's the last person? Well, 50 Cent always say, use a window shopper. You did? Maybe you somebody waiting to see if you should be a buyer or a seller. You wait to see if you can be a buyer or seller. You walk into the grocery store, you came for steak. When you go to the steak, you say, I don't like the way the steak looks. So I'm not going to buy a steak today. I'm going to go and get a piece of fish. You didn't like the value that would be presented on that trade. It didn't work for you. So you decided to trade another instrument. That's all that was. You went to the meat section. Cool, that's a great thing, the meat section. Then you chose red meat. You said, I don't like the way the red meat looked today. I'm not buying that. So you switched to fish. That's just like saying I'm going to the future section of the market. We got the big financial market. I'm gonna go to the future section. I don't like the way the S&P looked today. I'm gonna trade the Russell. Same thing. If you've ever participated in any market, then you can do this. And I'm gonna tell you, ladies, gentlemen, y'all know the good price for a pair of shoes. Y'all know how much the shoe is supposed to cost. You know a good price for a car. So if you come to this stock market, you don't have to buy it if it's not a good price for you. Walk away. Walk away. Does this make sense to everybody? Does this make sense? Type a Y in the chat box if it does, or unmute your mic and say, I get it.
I get it, Jay.
Cool.
I get it.
Let's go back.
I get it.
Let's go back to it.
I get it.
I love it. Questions. Time is 9:15. I typically don't trade between 9:15 and 9:30 anyways. Bonds broke to the upside. That's what I expected at 25. 10s would be trend to the tops. probably be time to take off some steam too. So I'm expecting I'm expecting 10, 11 short. Shout out to everybody who took that 30 long. How many people took that 30 long? 153.30. Oh, come on, I called it. How many people wish they took the 153.30 long?
Yeah. I
Oh,
took
yeah,
it. Then I got
for
mad.
I
sure.
wished it, but I didn't hear it.
I didn't get filled.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I'm
I
about to
didn't
say
get
I
filled.
called it. I called it. I called
Yeah.
it. So you see it over here, playing support. You see it over here, resisting. You see it right here, close above. You see it right here, move above. Simple sequence of inventory. Let's get into some stuff. Yeah. Did anybody take the 87 continuation? I said buy 87.
I got in at 85.50.
Okay, good. And I said, don't expect it to break all the way up. You know, take what you can get up to the high. All right, so that's 85 to 95. That's another $500 call. So far, I've called short on this candle from 94. We did 94 to 84. That's $500 per contract. And then I just called 87 long. So we got 87s to 95 for another $400. That's 900. And then I called 153.30 long. And I think that this 30, you know, the first problem was going to be 04, but I think they did such a good job getting out above it. You know, hey, maybe you know, let it roll. See how it'll play above 03.
152.30 long or 153.30?
I'm sorry, 152.30 long. So let's see how they can. You don't want them to come back below 153.03. If they do, take what you got. You know, take what you got. So far we caught about $1,200. Would y'all agree? About $1,200 worth of trades called. Some people caught them, some people missed them. Don't worry, we got a few more we're gonna call today. Questions.
Hi, Jay. Good morning, everybody.
Hey, what's up, Preston?
I'm a newbie, so I've been going through the course material. So I'm just done day 4. I got a long ways to go, but okay. I'm just following along with everything, trying to understand when you're calling out when you're calling out trades, because you know I don't really understand. Well, I'm used to using NinjaTrader. I'm used to having stop losses and things like that. But when you're calling out when to get in and when to get out, I'm just observing because I don't understand the take profit areas, I guess, or the areas that I should be trying to get out the trade.
How long you been trading?
I want to say about 6 months.
Cool. When did you buy the course?
I just started the course a week and a half ago.
Okay, good. Let me just calm you a bit. So here's a little calm. A guy plays football his whole life, finally gets drafted as a quarterback into the National Football League this year. We can't expect him to be as good as somebody who's been in the National Football League for the past 10 years. He doesn't know the game. He doesn't know what it's like to travel away from your family. He doesn't know what it's like to duck the press. He doesn't know what it's like for somebody to try and quote him at the bar in the lobby of his hotel. He doesn't know the game at that level. You see what I'm saying? So I want you to take some of the pressure off yourself because you know it's only been 6 months. It's only been 6 months. If your ears aren't quite attuned to hearing, it's not because there's a problem with your ears, and it's a problem with what's said. It's just your ears are so new. You know, newborns hear me say hello just as well as 18-year-olds. It's just that when newborns hear it, they don't know what to say back and can't cognate what I'm saying. But an 18-year-old, I say hello, they say, hey, how you doing, right back to me. You see? So it's nothing wrong with your ears, and it's nothing wrong with what's being said. What's happening is your ears are getting more attuned to hearing. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is this, you know, take some of the pressure off of your ability to see. One of the things that I make sure I do in this trade room every day is I call out all the levels I would sell and all the levels I would buy in any market. I call them all out. Hey, I would, you know, I've called sell levels as high as the 4,300s and buy levels as low as 40.40 today. You know, so I'm going to tell you in the beginning, I'm going to make sure that you know, I'm going to make sure that you don't feel lost and don't feel behind. You see what I'm saying? That's really important to me. And then I want you to be, you know, give yourself the grace. You know, truth be told, it's new for you. So you might not be as akin to listening, to hearing, to understanding, to perceiving what it is that's being said. I had a friend of mine and he said 2 dope boys stand on the corner, one of them in the house by 12:30 and the other one out there at 4 o'clock in the cold, still trying to get rid of the pack. The dope the same, the corners right across from each other. Some people know how to get it done quickly. Some people, they have to wait. It's okay if you just getting here. It's all right if you just started. That's fine. You're gonna be just fine. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Jay.
For sure. You already know what it is. We got. I'm telling you, just keep hanging up. Keep coming. You subscribe to the room?
No, not yet.
That's gonna be a big part of it. Because the job that I have, people think the job that I have is selling courses. I'm gonna stop the share for this. People think the job that I have is selling courses. That's not the job. The job that I have is to get people to believe in themselves as much as I believe in them. And then to get their belief to be so crazy that it's obvious to them. And then tell them, forget about all their accomplishments because the thing that's going to be most rewarding is helping somebody else. That's my job. That's the gig. That's the gig. You can only buy or sell. So just by ratios, you're going to be right half the time. If all you do is click buy, you'll be right half the time. Wake up in the morning every day for every market day, click buy and walk away. Either you're going to be right or you're going to be wrong. If you do it for 252 days, I think you're going to be right half the time. So it can't be in the education. Of course, I'm going to sharpen your skills. And of course, you know, we push our results much closer to 100% than 50. But, you know, the truth of the matter is, it's not the trades. We can teach you how to be profitable, but you have to get it in 3 phases. So you get the course material priceless. That's great. Now you can understand, you can learn. That's curriculum, right? You have to practice by yourself, which is what's encouraged. You know, that's practicum. So curriculum, you learn it, you practice by yourself, that's practicum. But the biggest element, and I think this is the element we're moving back to in our educational system, is apprenticeship. You have to watch how the blacksmith makes the horseshoe if you want to be a blacksmith. In the old days, there was no Howards and Spelmans and Harvards. If you wanted to be a farmer, you went and hung out with the farmer. If you want to be a dairy farmer, you hung with the dairy farmer and you learned how to be a dairy farmer. If you wanted to make moonshine, then you hung with the shine man. If you wanted to hang with the blacksmith, if you wanted to learn how to be a blacksmith, you hung with the smiths. If you wanted to understand how to weave clothing and fabric, you hung with the tailors. You see what I'm saying? Every family had a skill. It was apprenticeship that got people to be good. And we want the curriculum and we want the practicum, but you think the apprenticeship is too expensive. A lot of people do. In this room, I've already called out $1,200 worth of trades. I call out at least $1,000 per day. And I want you to be here, Priceless, because that way you'll see how it's done. It's not just so much learning in my head or getting my hands around it. It's watching somebody who's been in the 4th quarter with down 3 points with 3 seconds to go and watching to see how they win the game. And I want you and everybody else here to realize that that's the value. The value is in watching, so you don't have to watch no more. I don't create a room where you'll have to be here in order to be successful. I created a room so you're here so you can learn, so you can be successful on your own and never have to pay me anything else ever again. Because my goal isn't to get you profitable. My goal is to get you to stand beside me so we can go help more people. So come on in as quickly as you can. Come on into the room so you can see how this go for real.
Okay. All right. I will do. Thank you.
Love.
Oh, just one more follow-up question if you got a second. Generally at this time of morning when you guys are calling out live trades, I'm working. So I can probably just hear and
What do you
not
do?
observe. IT, information technology.
Nice, nice, nice. Well, all the IT bullies all the IT bullies drop some. Y'all make sure you reach out to
Yeah, we here for sure.
I'm about to say it's a few of them in here, you know what I'm saying? So Price, as you were saying that it's a little difficult for you to be in the room while you're at work.
Right, actively engaging in the room. Of course, I can hear, you know, I can turn on my headphones and listen, and I think that there's value there.
Right.
But I'm just trying to like you said, I know it's a learning process, but to be able to take it all in, hear these trades being called, and know what to look out for later on when I'm not at work, so I can trade.
Okay, let me just this is tough, but I'm your teacher, so I gotta be tough. You dig? I love you. It's LOVE. I'm saying this with LOVE. When you wanted them, you dressed up for them, you cooked for them, you talked to them nice. When you wanted that job, you showed up on time, you looked nice, you were prepared for your interview. When you wanted it, you act like you wanted it. And I'm gonna tell you, there's a freedom that you obviously want. The thing is, will you act like it? You know, I know that you want to do something different because that's why you purchased the course. You bought the course because you are, in fact, tired of having to for other things. You want to have the choice to, but you don't want to have to. And I can feel that. I can feel that. My only thing is now I want you to act like that. I've had, like one time, I did a presentation in front of these people called the Mocha Docs, all of these doctors, Black female doctors. And do you know that they had in their operating room, they had the trade room playing in the operating room while they were doing an operation?
Wow.
I have a student, her name is JD Alexander. JD Alexander is a lawyer. JD would be listening to the trade room while she's in court. The judge take a recess, JD hit the hallway, make $1,500 on a quick trade and come back inside.
Wow.
Keep litigating the case. And the list goes on and on. Lawyers and doctors and teachers and felons and preachers and bishops and pastors and Black and white and African and Brazilian and Chinese and Korean and Canadian and East Coast, West Coast, and man and woman, oldest 78 and youngest 13. The thing is, you have grass that needs to be watered. And I'm certain that your job will not water this grass for you. You're going to have to water it yourself, which means you have to start looking at time as the commodity it is. You know what we say? We don't say, oh, you need some time. They say, well, I'm gonna take time for myself. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the time. And it's true. You might be at their job, but that earpiece in, you think that it's not getting in, but the knowledge is getting in. Put that earpiece in.
Okay.
I had a student, he bought the course in the middle of the pandemic, top of 2020. He's from the UK and he had a kid. His kid spilled coffee into his laptop where the keys are, like pour the coffee out and pour other juice on his dad's laptop. His laptop is fried. For his first month in the trade room, no, his first 2 months, all he could do was listen. I checked on him 4 months ago on Instagram. He had $250,000 on an open trade. And before meeting me, he had never traded before ever in his life. There is a power to being in the room with people who are trying to do what you're trying to do, and they are supporting you as you're doing it. And people are more, say, further along than you, so they can help you not step into the same pitfalls and traps that they stepped in. You see what I'm saying? That's the power of the room. The power of the room is not in the fact that you will make money every day. And we're going to make money every day. It's a foregone conclusion. Every day I sit at this computer, I'm gonna know where the buyer's at, I'm gonna know where the seller's at, and I'm gonna know who's gonna win, period. Every day. So we're gonna make money every day. Am I lying? Bullies that's been here before and that's always here, do we lose money?
No.
Everybody
Nah, we
loses
really
in this
don't.
room.
Every day is a winning day. Every day.
We don't lose
Every
in
day.
here.
Hey, we get it in. We
I'm-
get it in.
Hey, I'm
We
still
don't
shocked
lose.
every day.
We don't lose in here. I don't know what other trade rooms do. I don't know what other teachers do, but we don't lose in here. We don't. Well, all I'm saying is that that's not even the best part. The money ain't the best part. The best part is that I can holler at Chris. I can holler at DG. Derek gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. Kyle gonna say something back. I'm gonna say something. Derek gonna be in the set. I'm gonna say something. Greg Smith gonna say something back. Jakeem gonna be in the set. T Dixon gonna be in the set. Spicy gonna be in the set. K Mac gonna be in the set. Nas gonna say something. Mario's gonna speak up. You dig? Like that's what's gonna happen. I'm going to be around people who will make sure I don't lose money, that I stay encouraged, that I don't get frustrated, that I learn something new, that I make a little money on the way to becoming a money machine. That's this whole game. That's the whole game. That is the whole game every day. I think we have an ES open. Keep on going with the questions though, y'all. I'm not here to trade today particularly, okay? I'm not here to trade particularly. You should be short off of O2. That's a 5-minute gap bounce. So the O2 touch could fall down. Okay, I don't expect them to just plow through at O2. I expect them to have a few little problems. We've reached up into the 10s and 11s. Did anybody take 11 short? I've been calling 9, 10, and 11 short.
Yep.
If you took it, you're already up $125 a contract. When I say, hey, y'all, I'm looking for 11 short, if you've never seen a chart before, this is 153.11. And I told them down. You see how it's moving down now? Now, it might, everybody who's up here at those 11s, this might take a little time to simmer and finally roll over and fall, okay? It might take a little time. The way the structure of the market is right now, maybe you can get a 03 touch, 04 touch, maybe, you know, but it's quite possible. You know, we have to roll back up under that 70. We have to, you know, the market has got to make a choice. And when you see it make that first seller's choice, you know that you holding the position now. Right now, I want you, you know, you sold 11, it went to 7, you cover for break even. You know what I'm saying? That's a vibe. But soon it'll be time to like let it ride all the way. Twos gave a little bit of a fight, pushed through. Here's a gap fill up to 9. Ooh, they getting ridiculous. They getting outrageous. They going to the upside. Oh, mama. Oh, mama, they going. What is going
Jay,
on? Yeah.
so I had 10 short and I took it down to 7. What did you see like from 11 and 12 to take it down and not 10?
This gonna sound real bad. You know, the first time y'all go out to dinner, y'all meet. The second time she say it's okay to pick me up. The third time she'll let you hold her hand while you walk into the restaurant. The fourth time she might actually giggle, and when she giggle this time at your joke, she might touch your shoulder. See, every time you interact, she lets you in a little more if you do it right. If you do it right, she lets you in a little more. And it's the same thing with price and inventory. When I'm looking, when I look left, you see the sellers were at 153.10, but I know the nature of it. So I know that they'll probably let me in a little deeper this time. They'll let me get 12s. So I'll get a fill at 11, and 11 can get me short. That's more like spending time with the market. That's not necessarily anything you're doing wrong or I'm doing right. It's just if I've seen it so many times, you know, 10 short would be cool. Hey, shoot, 9 short. If you front run the previous resistance, even that's cool.
Got you. Appreciate it. You probably lost a little connection.
But you can tell by where structure is. This, no, I heard you, bro. We got short off gap, retrace, short off a 7. Did anybody take the retrace? I called it. Mic check. Can you all hear me? Mic check 1, 2. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
we hear you. We hear you.
Okay, cool. All right, be careful. If you're short in this market, you're going, hey, it's not good. It's not good. The idea is to find a place you can get long from. First one was 87. If I see another one, I'm going to call it for you because they're going today, okay? They're going. I don't know if they're going to stay, but I know they're going. Be careful out here. Be careful, because this is a dangerous time to trade. The bonds don't have to make a big turnaround. They don't have to. So we can still see more upside in this market. I'm sorry. We can still see indecision in this market. And you see how they're doing it. They'll make a big move and then make it a mother bar, then kind of decay. Then now they made another big move, and then this second candle can't follow through. You can't get a higher high, so you end up with another mother bar. Be careful how they stair stepping us to the upside. You know, you don't want to just jump in wildly. Pick your price, and that's the one. Anybody took the gap retrace from 4207 I call? You want to see it get back to 4196.
Took that call. Appreciate you, Jay.
It's already good.
The deck too.
Good. So 4207 short, you want it back to 96. That's going to be about 10 points. That's 500 a contract. You can put that on my tab somewhere like 1700. Already you're up $300 on that trade. I'll be honest, in this unpredictable nature of a market, I will pull my stop in. I pull it in and cover my entry on that short, just because the nature of the buyers right now, it's a little funky. They just jumping ahead. They're not building consensus to make an up move. They're just like jumping. You know what I'm saying? So we could be looking at 99. Somebody hit a button. The next thing you know, it's 4211. So cover those 4207 short. Cover them. We would like for this thing to get to 97. There's a 98 touch. You might not be able to get those 97s. The buyers are pretty aggressive in here. And if the bonds roll over to the downside, what are we expecting the ES to do?
Go up.
Right. Everybody look. The bonds are at the top. We called 11 short. Well, if we run 11 short, who's in the way? 5's going to be the first stop because of 4. Second stop will be 3 because of the bounce. Next stop will be 31 because of the 30s. So we're on our way down on the bonds. We got to believe that we could be on our way up on the ES. So cover the 7s. If you took that short, cover them. Let's take this gap down. We no longer need it. If this is your first time in this room and you're like, oh my God, I didn't know that you could call out what the candles are going to do next. Take your jaw like this and lift it up. Yes, we make this kind of money every day. There's 97. There's our first target. Okay, 07 to 97. That's another $500 per contract, which means, okay, $500 per contract. Bullies, if you can, write in the chat how many contracts you normally trade with. Put it in the chat. Melvin says 4. So for Melvin, when he said, I caught that short, that wasn't a $500 trade. It was a $2,000 trade because it's 500 times 4 contracts. Okay. When you see me say that's $1,000, well, I've called $1,700 per, if you had one contract. Some of these people are trading with 2, 3, 4 contracts, which means they're not making $1,700. They're making $3,400 or more, you know. You're expecting some inventory to push the market up right in this spot. You expect that. We'll see if they're able to do it. But you're expecting it. I only think 96 should be the, 97 was like our initial spot. That's the safest spot to catch a target. What I would like is a change of sentiment here. I would like a closure back underneath the market open. And I don't know how long it'll take. But if you're long right now, I could see why you got long at 96. Okay. To me, it's just not yet time. If I got long, I would really, really love a 4180. To me, somewhere 4180, 4177, that feels like a better long to me. 96 feels a little high.
Hey, Jay.
Yep.
Apex sent my certificate this morning.
And we are funded trader.
All right.
Congratulations. Congratulations. What size account did you get?
75,000.
$75,000 of other people's money to trade. Congratulations, Shark. Congratulations. You deserve it. You know what they used to say in the crib when we was doing it? They say, you're the best of the class this year. Anybody ever remember you're the best of the class?
That was way back, but yeah, they did that in my hometown too.
I'm telling you, bro, you're the best of the class this year. Oh, best of the class.
So
Congratulations.
now I'm working through Earn to Trade. I started another Apex. Earn to Trade is going good. I did my Apex account in 4 days for my profit target. And then I did Sam Strong, don't blow this thing, open and close for the next 6. And it's easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Man, speaking of that, I wanted to say how many people enjoyed the training last night for the bullies that Sam Strong did. Did anybody enjoy it? If you enjoyed it, put a Y in the chat box real fast and praise that brother up, man. Did Sam do an amazing job or what?
Yes, he did.
Oh, man.
He do his thing. He do his thing.
I was sitting over here, I'm folding clothes. I'm like, that boy Sam Strong the third. Nah. Hey, he's a real one. I mean, a natural teacher, just amazing. Sam Strong, I just want to tell you, fantastic training last night for the bullies. Fantastic. I know that he's working during this time. Oh, there he is. He put the prayer hands up. I know he's working during this time, and he typically can't say anything. But if you can say a few things, brother, I'd love to hear from you. You know, I would love to hear from you. But, you know, whenever you get a chance. But, man, I really enjoyed Sam Strong's training last night. You know, he just really taught us how it goes down, you know, how it all goes down, how it really does all happen.
How to get them checks.
How to get the checks. Like, let's not even play with it. Let's not even play with it. Let's go get to the money. Let's go get to the money. 60s. The problem is going to be at 82. The question is, can they get below 82? Okay. I'm doing my best not to trade because I want to focus on y'all and answer y'all questions. But boy, some of this stuff I'm seeing, I'm like, dog, Jay, I just need to just catch a trade right now real fast. Because brother, come on. Come on. I'm talking about, come on.
It's like for you, Jay, you feel like
I'm trying to just, you know.
I know, just like Jesus. Like I would call like, man, this
you know.
Talk about shelf for contracts from 08, y'all shelf for contracts 08, Lord.
I'm telling you. That always show was gangster.
You can throw a sample in the sim. So you
Greg, get out of here with that, right? Yeah.
I'll take a trade. I'll take a trade before it's over. I'll make sure, because people don't believe. They be like, "Oh, he don't know how to, you know." I don't know. Is everybody getting something out of being here? If you're getting something out of being here, I appreciate it. The reason why I'm not necessarily taking any trades is because I want to be as available to answer questions the whole time that we're here. And what I'm doing is still calling trades for the people who have subscribed to this room. They've paid money to be in here. So if they'll pay me their hard-earned money, the least I can do is honor them by telling them where I would buy or where I would sell. On the 60s, I told you, you know, we was going to sell some of these 37s, and I tell you to sell this 7 because of the bounce. And now here we are at 80. 182. The question is, can they stay down here? And I don't believe that they can. I think that they'll take a visit, but I'm not sure if they'll stay down here. As you can see, we have the ES rolling down, and the bonds from 5 have now pushed up to 9, which is why I said it's going to take a little while for you to just get a full rollover on that 11 short. It's going to take a little minute. And the reason why is because the ES was a little overbought. It needed to take off some of that steam so we can catch some support from a lower area. And then we start making a good up move. I think that area, in my opinion, I think it's here, like 81s, 82s. They catch some support here, you know. I don't think that we'll make some outstanding moves for the remainder of the day. I really don't. I don't think that the big ES up move, depending on what they do this hour, you know, maybe by 2 o'clock, they'll make a good move to the upside, but I don't foresee them doing anything.
Ooh.
I told you all when you took the 153.11 that you were taking it, you know, it's going to be a while before it rolls over. So you can take it to a target, you know, take it to 5s and, you know, take a little profit because, you know, the ES is going to do some down moving here, some rolling to the downside. And if the ES goes down, then the bonds go up. So your 11s could be in trouble.
They're going lower. Oops.
They're the 11s again. Yeah, the ES wants a little more. To me, I think that it should be from the 60s, you can see a 82. From the 5s, you can see a 78. And I know, Shar, you're looking at 72, 73.
No, I'm actually looking a little lower today, like 69, because that's because VWAP, like I said, is lagging, but the better support is at 69, 67.
I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad at that support at all. If you can get it, it might be a little bit more difficult. It might be a little bit more difficult if they can get it. They're so shaped, you know, like everything is so shaped to the upside. So when they typically make those sharp moves back into the range like that, I know what we are in for is maybe a little bit of negotiation before we, you know, figure out what the future direction should be. It could be a little bit of talking in here for a while, you know.
Well, 77 will finish the gap. Well, 76.50 will finish the gap, the 5-minute gap, and then you got to retrace where they're going to retrace from.
And there's unfinished business all the way down to the overnight low, you know.
Yep.
But to me, everybody, what this looks like is yesterday, but the opposite side. Let's take a look at it. Yesterday, here's our setup off the open. So this is yesterday's data, everybody. Look, off the open, we break down below the overnight low. Then we take one huge candle and come way into the overnight low again and get back into the overnight range. We have a talk about it for about 20 minutes before proceeding up. Then ultimately, we fall down. So let's just play reverse. We close out above the overnight high, and then we have one big candle that juts into the range. Maybe for a little while, we talk about it till we make the down move. And ultimately, we'll make our way to the upside. Does yesterday look a lot like today, except opposite? Yes, it does. It really does. I told you all it would touch 11 a couple times. That's our second touch of 11 just now. Except I told you before it happened. Everybody can look left and see what's gonna happen. How many people you know can look right and tell you what's about to? Just me and the bullies. I don't know nobody else that do it. Personally, you let me know. Find that support 81s. Come on now. Don't you dilly-dally. I need you to find that support. Now, here's a scenario. If we get ABCC is 1, 2, 3 on the 5-minute ES, then that 11, they're going to leak a little higher. They're going to leak higher. You can just prepare for 11 to turn. There's a small 5-minute gap, 13 to 15. Stop sign 16. All right. So if you see ABCC is 1, 2, 3, ES is about to roll over, that means 81s won't hold SRT, right? So see it, read it, take it. We're reading it now. You see ABCC is 1, 2, 3 on the ES5s. You know that we headed to the downside. If we headed to the downside, the 81s won't hold. If we head to the downside, bonds head to the upside. You understand? It won't be double tops. It'll be a break above resistance. So the big thing to watch for in this sequence of events, in my opinion, is the first, a 5-minute closure above 153.10, ultimately a 5-minute closure above 153.11. I think we get it above 11 and we basically can make our way to 15 or 16. Does everybody understand that?
Yeah.
Type a line in the chat box or unmute your mic and tell me if you understand what I'm saying. All right.
Could you repeat it, Jay? I missed that. I'm at work.
Oh, my bad, D. So what I was saying is I'm looking at the relationship of things, like kind of where we are. What I'm looking for is support from them 81s, 82s. You see, now they starting to kick in, see 87, 89. So I had 81 long. If you look at the 5s, though, it was a little bit more particular for me. It was 78. So you see now they starting to respond. The question for me now to make sure that they hold is, can we get out of the overnight high? So I want, if I'm a buyer, I want 81 to 96. Now, it's not going to be the easiest road to go. So I'm looking for ABC. C is 1, 2, 3. If I see that on the ES, then I know we're going to continue short. And we're going to be starting to look at whether 74 is going to hold us up or whether it'll be 69 that'll support us. Okay. If the ES goes down, which way we expecting the bonds to go?
Up.
Right. And that puts our 11 short. The short that we have from 152 or 153.11, whatever it is, that puts that short in danger. So everybody, what we have to watch this part. This is where you're going to look for one to go up, one to go down, or one to tell you what the other is going to do. And so you was looking for the inverse relationship between the two of them. You see we on the bonds, we up at a resistance. And on the ES, we down at support. You see that? So you see that?
Yes, sir.
There you go. Questions. Anybody about anything?
Okay, Jay, so on the ZB, if we end up going up from this 11 and we take some heat, you said the next place to sell will probably be 16, 153.16.
Well, it's a trade to the upside. So the most advantageous thing to be is a buyer.
I see.
So a closure above 12, and I'll be looking to buy, above 11, and I'll be looking for a place to buy my way to 16, because that'll be the easier move. But
okay, so don't take the
any way you look at it, you're buying high.
Right.
So if you really want to buy, I would wait until it takes off some steam if you can, and come and buy a 03 or buy a 152.31. Buy that. It's, let that do it.
Oh, okay.
If you really want to be a buyer.
Mm-hmm. But if we close above that 11, just cut that. Okay.
Yeah, if it closes above 11, to me, it's like, I think about it like chicken bones. Okay, you say you buy 11 to 14. You caught 3 points. What that was is like the last little piece of meat on the chicken bone. That buy was really the one that was down here at 152.12. You see what I'm saying? 152.11.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we should have took that long back there. So we had all the meat on the bone to take it. So if you take 11 to 14, it's cool. But if you really want to buy from a good spot, let that thing come back down to you. Let it come down to you. And then, you buy it at a good spot down there. Wait for your setup, participate in your setup in the direction that the market has chosen for the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, my problem is cutting things, when it's not working, getting out. So that's why I was asking about that 11. But okay. Don't
be dismayed. Don't be dismayed. Do not be dismayed. If it doesn't work immediately, that's not immediacy is not a prerequisite for success. In fact, things that generally take the most time work out best. And that's something I needed for myself today. I needed that. I'm going to write that down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to write that down because I needed that for me. Thank you, Jesus.
And know the truth, we all experience the same thing. We just have to go through the process of learning that growth period, to get better at it.
So Jay, the proper buy would be for ZB with 31, correct?
I like 31s next.
Okay.
I like 31. I like 31 next. But what's going to happen is there's a chance today on this current market that we're trading. There's a chance that we end up trading by the end of the day 152.05. There's a chance for that. And the reason is this is just another 4-hour pickup. The 153 11s and 12s, it's just a 4-hour pickup. And maybe this time they proceed even lower than they did the first time they picked it up.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because this, like what they do this hour and maybe half of the next is going to say a lot about what's going to happen today. That's where we are in the market right now. You know, the bonds, to me, they could go either direction. The ES has got to commit. If they're going to be, if the bulls are here and everybody's saying it, if they're here, they're going to have to get out above 96 again and prove it. And what I feel like is going to happen is a touch of 96 and it falls to the ground. Next thing you know, we close the day at 40.82, 40.83. You know what I'm saying? After visiting 40.67. You know, so if they want to be buyers, if their heart is set on getting stuff done, this is it. This is their shot. The 81s, that's their last shot. They got to take 81 to, in my opinion, order canceled. They got to take 81 to 42.39. This is their shot. Can they do it? Maybe. I know who's waiting for them. Everything between 94 and 10 is waiting on them. Ain't gonna be easy. And it's no news to help them. All the news is done. Did anybody take 81 long or 82 long? Me and Shar were talking about it because she said she wanted 69. I say that might be tough to get.
Yes, yes.
I said it was 81 on the 60s. By the time we use SRT, it's 79. This is the line that I drew, and I drew this line early this morning. This is where you bought from. Everybody bought it? Okay, cool. That's another $500 or $600 per contract you can add to my tally. Because I wanted 81 at least to 96, and let's see if we can close out above 96 again. 81 at least to 96. So anything above 96, I won't take credit for, even though I think that it's gonna fly to the sky.
I did like $800 on that call. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
No problem. Just think, everybody who is your first time, if it's your first time, I really want you to listen. Everybody who's been in the room a lot of times, it's cool. I've already called what, like $2,500, $3,000 worth of trades for y'all. Give me 5 minutes. If you've never been in this room before, turn your camera on or put a Y in the chat box, but preferably turn your camera on. I want to talk to you for a second. Rodney, I see you. Cameron, I see you. Amelia, what's popping? That's 151 of y'all on here. You're going to see exactly how tough everybody is. Shondell, what's good? D-Long, what's popping? Trina, I see you. Sean, what's good? All right. Now, listen. Okay, everybody listen, especially if you've been here before. But if you haven't, you really need to listen. What you have seen today is me tell you exactly what the candle's about to do. I didn't tell you what they just did. I tell you what they was about to do. What's up, Reginald? How did I do that? Well, I learned how, and I've taught all of the students how. Well, how did you learn? I failed a lot. I almost lost my marriage behind trying to learn how to trade because my wife was tired of me spending that money. Nichelle was popping. I think more than anything, the skill we have to have is the skill of knowing what's next. Everybody know what just happened. They will tell you on YouTube. They will tell you on your favorite podcast. They will tell you on these shows, Bloomberg, Yahoo Finance. Everybody know what just happened in the market. Oh my God, the market's tanking. Oh. What you're seeing right now is a person and a group of people that already know what's about to happen. Now, this is about to be the best part of the day. Everybody, if this your first time, y'all hold on. This part is going to be the best because at 10 o'clock every day, I get to do this. I don't always do it, but I'm going to do it since, hey, we here. We might as well do it. Hey, bullies, y'all get your P&Ls ready. Get your P&Ls ready. P&Ls. Get them ready. Get them ready. All right. Y'all got them ready? Say yes if you got it ready. If you know how much money you made today. I'm going to start the video. Turn it around. All right, go. P&Ls. Let me see how much money you made today. 1520. Good job, mobilizing. Call it up. 2087. Good job. 612. While at work. Good job, Angela. Deep 656. 1862. Derek Nisha 367. Isaiah 2775. Kyle Gannon 156. Not Jordan 500. Derek 500. Rodney Earls 575. He's a funded trader. Nichelle 1345. Gene 750 bucks. I like it. 1425. Amelia in the set. Greg 1875. Shamika 1025. Anybody else? T Curry 1300. 989 combines and 500 live. B Clay 1K. Anybody else? Anybody else? 843 last night. Okay, I'm gonna ask. Hey, y'all have been in this trade room with me the whole time. Unmute your mic. Have I called how much money in trades have I called out today?
At least 2,500.
At least 2,500. Anybody else with maybe a figure?
3,500.
About 3,500. It's true. It's somewhere around the 3K range. We call bonds short. We call bonds long from 31, bonds short from 11. We call ES long from 87. We call ES short from 07. We call ES long from 81. And I think the 81 is still working. Yeah. Y'all had a good day today? Was that cool? It's cool. All right, cool. Now, this is my second favorite part of the day. Is anybody in the red? Anybody losing money? Vlad, I see you with the 900. Mike Maloney, 2K. Good job. Anybody
I'm
in the red
right now.
All right. Cool. What's your next trade? Talk to me.
I'm in the 11 right now, short again. What happened? Like I broke even and twice, and then that 11 went against me. So that's what it was. But the 11 short is working out.
How much are you down?
562.
So the 11s went short, and you say you got stopped out for break even. When did you lose money?
The last one when the 11s went up to like 12, 13.
Why'd you get out?
Because it was going against me, so that's why.
Stop failed.
Okay. It hit my stop target.
How tight was your stop? 4 ticks? 1 tick?
4 ticks, yeah, 4 ticks.
So where'd you get in? If you got in at 11, you couldn't.
I got in at 10. I got in at 10. That's why I front run it.
Even if you got in at 10, the market's high is 153.13. You should still be in.
That's what I thought too. Yeah. So I guess I think I did. No, I took myself out. I took myself out because I thought it was going to reverse.
You remember I mentioned that there was going to be a problem at 13. There's a 5-minute gap bounce there. You remember I said 153.13 should present a little problem, but if we get a closure above, then we'll be able to get there. Let's figure out what's next. So if you're down 562, you trade the bonds and the ES, though, right?
No, just the bonds.
Okay, cool. 562 is about
3 contracts.
16 ticks. How many contracts you trade with?
3.
3 contracts. So you needed like a 6-tick move, 7-tick move.
Yeah.
Order submitted. Order failed. Target failed.
Your next best trade.
Target failed.
So you over there getting off.
Right?
So over there getting off. You understand what I'm telling you? Like getting off.
I didn't know I was unmuted, my bad.
No, dog. All I see is target filled, target filled, target order filled, target filled. My dog over there busting their head to the white meat. What I would like a touch of 4 for you to buy.
Okay.
I would prefer you buy a touch of 4 and you buy it 4 to 10, 4 to 11.
Gotcha.
If not, maybe 31.
Okay.
Let's take a peek at the ES to see if the short can still. Yeah, the short will hold.
It will hold. Okay.
I think the short might hold. Like we should see 11. Like what the ES is going to do right now is retest the session highs and break them. Then it's going to be a fight about 10 to 13. Off of 13s, 13s will serve you back maybe into the overnight high. Hopefully, like you know, or maybe a little higher than a high. I would say maybe like where they are now. 10 serve you back to 03. And then the 03s finish the game to the stop sign. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. So I think that the shorts are cool right now, honestly. Let's go read them. I told you that, you know, that 11, it would take a few touches before it starts working.
Yeah.
If you're not already short from 11, like if you let it go, then wait for a closure below 4 and get short and fill the gap. That's one thing you could probably do. And that'll be like 5 to 31. That'll be 6 ticks.
Okay. All right, cool.
You know, the first one will be 5 to 3 and maybe 2, then back up to you, then finish. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be a touch. It'll come back at you, but you'll be fine. You know, if you're not already short. And if they touch if they touch 22s, you can get short too.
Okay.
Like say they abandon the protocol and don't want to go back to 4s and take a revisit of what's happened so far, which I think that they should. I personally think that 152.30 should be a part of our conversation today on the bonds. So I think that they should, but say that they don't, and you get stuck between two worlds. You can buy 152.30, you could sell 153.22, you could sell 153. You could sell 153.18. Hold on. Don't sell 18, sell 22. Everything points back to 22. So if it's a trend day, like if they don't give you that good down move, the good pullback right now, so that everybody else could buy in at the 30s and 31s, you know what I'm saying? Before we all make the move to 153.24, if they just go right now, don't worry, because that just means either you're going to short them at 18 or you're going to short them at 22. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Anybody else in the red? That 81 moved pretty good. How many people caught that 81 long on the ES? Anybody caught it? Anybody took it?
I did.
Good. You made some money?
Yeah, it's good for the combine, Jay. Good. Thank you.
I love it. You're very welcome. Very, very welcome.
I haven't traded today. I've been on the conference call.
Man, me neither. I haven't traded today either. I've been, you know, just kind of trying to make sure that if anybody asks a question at any time, they can get an answer. I know a lot of people are here visiting, and you know, when folks come to your house, you don't want to watch TV. You know, you want to be able to host them. So I'm making sure that I'm not too bogged down by what I see. And you know, these $3,000 I call, they belong to you guys. Don't belong to me.
I have a question. Why did you choose the 81 on the ES? I do my lines and everything, and I'm trying to, I didn't see an entry. I know you said it, but I like to understand the why.
That's very good. What do you know about inventory?
What
do you know about inventory?
Inventory.
Yes. What do you know about inventory?
I remember you said it from the training, but I'm not certain how to answer the question.
How many times have you watched that training video?
Oh, just once.
Huh?
Just once.
Hey, Kendra, you're gonna have to dig a little bit in this game. Okay. I'm gonna spoon feed you, but the next one, it'll cost you. You ready?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Let's say we have a store. We're going to draw a store. In this store, we sell mangoes. Here's the store. And in this store, what do we sell, Kendra?
Mango.
Mangoes. This is our store. This is our big mango store. You like mangoes?
I do.
You do?
I do.
I love mangoes. That's our mango store. Well, let me see if I can put a door on it. Here's a little knob. That's our mango store. Okay. Inside this mango store, we have one beautiful orange mango. We got one mango inside our mango store.
Oh,
Outside of our mango store, I'm gonna just draw some sticks. These are people waiting in line to get a mango. You see the people in line?
Mm-hmm.
You see all these people?
Mm-hmm.
Can everybody get a mango?
No.
Everybody cannot get a mango. Everybody can't get a mango. Now, listen to me. Here's the part that you don't know. Are you looking at me? You got your camera on?
I don't have it hooked up. Sorry.
No, it's no problem. But can you see me?
I can see you.
All right. Now, here's the situation. I lived through this thing called Hurricane Andrew. I'm from Miami. So in the early 90s, I was a little kid in Miami, and this storm came through called Hurricane Andrew. Hurricane Andrew was like 20 storms in one big storm, and there was destruction everywhere. No power, no water, no lights, no electricity. It was bad, really, really bad. It was terrible. People, whole houses destroyed, whole blocks floored, trees lifted out of the ground and thrown like pencils across acres and acres of land. It's crazy what Andrew did. This is something that Andrew taught me, though. Do you know that before Hurricane Andrew, you can go to the gas station and you can get a bag of ice for $1.50. $1.50. You know, because there's about to be a cookout to your house, and you know how mama say, go up to the store and get some ice so that we have some ice for the cooler. You know about that, Kendra?
Yeah.
So you can go up to the gas station, racetrack, anywhere, you get you some ice, and you know, you bring it back, and it's cool. Your mama send you with $5. You go get 2-3 bags of ice and bring it on back for the cookout. No problem. Do you know what happened during Hurricane Andrew?
It was $20.
Ice was $20. Why was ice $20?
Inventory.
That's the reason why it was. It was inventory. When we had our ice, when we had, where did my mango store go? Let's redraw our mango store. Okay. Well, when we had our situation, call this our mango store, right? This is our store right here. And this is us. This is our mango that we're going to sell right here. Right. So here's our mango. And here's the door to our mango store, since it's going to be a nice store. Right. It's a great store. And here's all of the people standing outside that want our mangoes. Or in this case, the story, our ice. Because inventory was low, only one mango or one bag of ice, and demand was high, they could take price up. When inventory is low and demand is high, price rises.
So how did you know it was 81?
Because I know how to see where inventory is and where it is not. And so do you if you watch the videos you bought.
I didn't see that on video.
That's because your ears weren't ready to hear it, but it was said.
Yeah.
You just watched it once and say, you got to look like Rafiki told Simba, you got to look harder. My course is not like a movie where you watch the movie and you got it, so you don't have to watch it again. No, my course is a training that you can continually refer to, and every time you watch it, you will hear it with different ears. You're a different trader today than you were yesterday. So when you listen to the education, you're going to hear it better than you heard it yesterday. And this is how the reason why I give lifetime access to my course material is because traders and investors and everybody, market participants, you're like kids. Everybody's like a kid, and kids start at one age and then they become grandparents. Do you know that somebody wiped your grandma's butt? Put that in your mind. Grandma, who cleaned up everybody, who wiped everybody's butt, who cooked for everybody. Somebody used to wipe her butt. So if you realize that you have not arrived, but you must continually work on your tools to get better, you will grow up. As you grow, you can hear things better. You can hear it better. If you tell a baby, hey, come here, the baby go crawling all kinds of crazy places. You tell a 3-year-old, hey, come here. It might jog or run around a little bit, but it's going to come on. You tell an 8-year-old, hey, come here. I know exactly what that means. I can hear the seriousness of my father's voice. He's calling me and he needs me to come right now. Right now they come. I didn't change the command. Their ears got better to hear it as they matured. And I'm telling you, the education that you possess right now, not later, the education you possess right now, the levels workshop education, I done turn people into millionaires with that. Straight up. You got it. You just got to keep on listening. Keep on listening. Keep on, play it again and play it again after that and play it again after that and play it again so that you can hear it. And when you hear it, you're going to hear it like a one-day-old trader the first time. Then you're going to watch it again in a month and you're going to hear it like a 1-month-old trader. Then you're going to watch it again in a year and you're going to hear it like a 1-year-old trader. You see what I'm saying? That's the nature of this game. The reason I knew 81s were going to go up is because there were more buyers than sellers at 81. The market told me it would. There's more buyers than sellers there. There's more people waiting to buy 81 than there are 81s available to buy. So 81s are going to have to travel up. Price will have to go up. And if you want to buy, you have to buy higher. That's what moves the market. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Does this make sense to you?
Yes. Thank you.
Watch it. You already know what it is. Questions. We're going to be together about another 13 minutes. You've seen me call about $3,000, $3,200 worth of trades. I mean, we can tabulate it, but you already.
I got a question.
Your mic sounds amazing. Who is that? Yeah, who's talking?
D.
Oh, what's up, D? Is your camera on? I sure can't see you. I don't see your camera sound. I mean, your mic sounds good though. What kind of mic you got?
That's Apple headphones for you.
Oh man, okay, I can hear it when you just laughed. I can see the little Apple, the way they deal with wind pressure, but it's clean. Vocals sound clean. What's going on?
I just want to know, how do you deal with I guess level overload? I find myself trying to find every single exact one, and it's a lot of lines, on the screen. So just trying to see how you deal with that overload or overwhelming of levels.
Is your camera, can you turn your camera on?
Not right now. No, I wouldn't be able to.
Okay. The only reason is I want to be able to communicate with you, and some of communication is nonverbal. I want to see that the light bulb comes on for you. So, excuse me, mama. What's up, boy? So you can see, give me 1 second. I'm gonna answer your question.
Okay, no worries. Actually, let me move right here.
Okay, cool. My apologies. Got some stuff going on in the house. So you asked me how I see it, and that you have level overload. The reason why my charts look like how they look with all them lines is because I have to trade for everybody. You see what I'm saying? Like, as the trading room leader, I have to be ready to answer a 5-minute question, a 4-hour question, a daily question, a weekly question, a setup question on the 60s, a resistance question on the 15-minute chart. So you'll see me with a lot of things that I'm looking at once, because I just want to be aware so that I can help out any student. Okay. Now you have some of my students, they're swing traders. Some of my students are day traders. Some of my students are options traders. You know, some of them trade forex, some of them trade crypto. What they do is they typically come to me when they really want to learn how it's done, and they want to learn how to read the market instead of just understanding some sort of market trick. Okay. Now, what you have to focus on is your game. If you say, hey, Jay, I'm going to be a 30-minute levels trader, then pull up a 30-minute chart and find your levels and be concerned with that. Don't worry about the 5-minute levels anymore. The reason why you want to be worried about other things, and you know, some people, and I won't even say you, like, it's easy to be distracted in the market away from what you do. I must be aware of what everybody wants to do, but you only have to be aware of what you do. So whatever you're going to be, a 60-minute levels trader, good. Open up a 60-minute chart, find your levels, and only trade 60-minute levels. Okay. And then that way you don't have to worry about anything else that's going on in the chart. Does this make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
That's it. That's it. So just stick to your game and you won't have to be aware. The only reason I have all them lines on my chart is because I'm trading for 120 people, 140 people today, 160 people. But, you know, if I was just trading for myself, man, I'd be in and out in a second. I wouldn't draw a thing. Click, 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 target fill, order, target fill, cling, $1,000, and I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? That's all I would do.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I get that. I get that.
For sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. You're
Hey,
very
hey,
welcome. Questions, questions, questions.
Hey, Jay, this D.
What's up, Derek?
We good. Hey, let me ask you, man. Again, I kind of get clarification on this here. I did the bond market mastery, right? We talked about
good,
it.
good.
But now I'm ready to transition into the room. It's been a while, but I'm ready to try to like come in the room. Do I need any other training course? Because I know the levels, I know the gap, I know, I'm going. So just sign up for the room just to get a little bit more.
Yeah, just come on in and come in. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Really. That's how you do it. I will not lie. I know a lot of people who've had success with my course, just learning the course material. But there's something that magical, is beautiful, that happens when you get surrounded by people who are trying to do what you want to do. And I think that that's the real beauty of the Bond Bully community. We really care about each other on and off the charts. You know, some of these days, a lot of talking, a lot of tech stuff. Some of these days, we're talking about raising kids, marriage. We're talking about somebody might be in here really having a moment, like crying because they're breaking down. The market is really playing with their brain. You know, and it's really good to be with somebody that just said, oh, I made $2,000 a day. And I remember when I felt the same way you feel right now. That's the power, because you've been trading for 3 months, you losing money every day, and you just blew your second combine. You're wondering what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong. And it's somebody who just said they made $2,000 a day. You know, hey, I remember when I was there. Maybe what you should consider is this. Maybe what you should try is this. You know, the idea is for us to come together as a unit. And then what we know is true. We all we got, but that's cool. We all we need. You know what I'm saying? We're going to help each other be successful. What you have seen today is everybody in the room talk about trades. All us made money. Ain't nobody lost no money in here. But not only that, in this chat, you see how people, they praising each other up. They showing support to each other. They showing love to each other. They're answering each other's questions. That's how we go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. We have to do it for us together. You know, they can have everything else. We got to do what we got to do for us. Questions, questions, questions.
I have a question, Jay. So if we're
I say your name, Sade.
Yes.
Sade in the house. Look at that. Shoo-be-doo-be-da-dee-do. Shout, shout out. You a bully?
No, I'm not. I'm just
because I'm gonna start calling you the smooth operator bully. Oh, she a smooth operator. You did?
I'm not there yet.
Don't worry, it's coming, it's coming.
Okay, so if we're, just trying to figure things out, going through levels. Now, is it okay to join
The trade room so we can ask questions. Are you able to help with that doing the trading?
Now, the trade room and the subscription is only for students who have either bond market mastery or become a money machine. The levels people, you all won't understand. Like, I personally believe that it's unfair. It's unfair to give you a gun and not tell you how to use it.
Okay.
So here you are in the trade room. I'm telling you how to use a gun, but you don't have the course material to go back and figure out how to use it.
Okay.
And that's not good. So the way I designed it, the way I designed the course material was so that you could go through it and be with us. So the course and the training room, the trade room, they go together hand in hand. If you don't have all of the material, how could you refer to it if you got confused in the room? I don't want you confused in the room. And if you are confused, I should be able to give you something that'll unconfuse you. If you just had the subscription to the trade room and no class material, you'll come in here and be frustrated. You don't know what we're talking about. You don't know nothing about that. You know, so that's why, you know, you have to have a course material. I'm going to here on those two places. Can everyone hear me still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool. I'm disconnecting from where I'm working because I got to go work at another spot in the house.
Jay, I have a question.
So I can call you the smooth operator bully, Sade. You got to do that.
Okay. Hi, Jay, I have a question.
What's up with it?
Okay, I am a bond bully. I went through the course, but I was trying to see, I got to the end and I don't know how to get into the trading room. I know I have to buy the subscription, but was there a link?
Yes, I put the link in the chat already, Patrice.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So you just go to the link, you just click the link and it should open up.
It's in the chat, like.
Yes, if you want, I'll repost it. If you want, I'll repost it right now.
Cause like I can't see the chat. Oh, okay, I see it now. I'm gonna click.
Got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Let me mic check 1 2. Is this thing on? It's in the chat, but it's also in your Teachable. In the Bond Baby section, let's go to the trade room. Go to your Teachable. When people say, where the link at to join the room? I've been watching my videos. I'll be like, no, you ain't. You've been lying because the link right there. So I'm going to need you, Patrice, to go on and really look at that Teachable real good. Look at it real good. Okay.
Hey, Jay, this is Amelia. I just joined BAM. Where is the course material? Like, I know in the video that I'm watching, you're saying that do the homework, I done attached it, but when I go to look for it, I don't find it.
Okay, hold on. Let me, so you can see. If I go to Sweden, excuse me, Trading Academy, like that. I'm pulling it up so I can share my screen and I'm gonna log in. Which one of these was like a demo login? I think it was, yeah, at iCloud. Is that the password? Nope, that's not it. Is it this one? Is that it? Hey, all right, cool. Let me share my screen and then you can know what's cracking with it. Hold on. There it is. The Zoom link is right there. Okay, now I'm gonna share my screen. All right. When you log into Teachable, you'll see that you have Become a Money Machine, the 21-day quick start course, and the How to Create a Trade Plan course. So it's not one course that you get 3. Okay. When you click on Become a Money Machine, you have your syllabus and your NinjaTrader 7 and NinjaTrader 8 guides. Okay, your syllabus downloadable PDF that'll give you contact information. Is that what we're doing? That sounds crazy. Okay.
Order canceled.
All right, cool. So inside, this is what you'll see. So you'll see the syllabus, the course outline, all of that stuff, exactly what we're going to be doing on every day, right? Your Ninja 7 and Ninja Trader 8 guys. Here's the Bond Baby intro. And you go from Bond Baby to Bond Bully. You know what I'm saying? Let me shut this off because that's loud. Hey, what's up, man? All right, so each one of these will get you started and set up, and then you see a link right here. If you don't want to join the trade room immediately while purchasing the course, you'll find the link right there. Then you go to becoming a bond brawler, and then you become a bond bruiser. In the brawler section, you meet the trades, you understand how to set up in the morning. I'm sorry, you meet the trades, you understand a little bit about candle reading, you understand what types of days that can happen, and you meet the trades, you know what I'm saying? In Bruiser, what you start learning how to do is settle in, picking not just any trade, but the one that's best for you, how to be on the right side of the market, what to do when the market opens, how to set up a trading plan. And then in the bully section, we're really going to talk about management and psychology. A lot of it is management and psychology. And I know this platform Teachable, like you see how it says like one video there and it's 651, but some of them have like 2 videos in them at a time. So some of these like sections down here, these 3 keys of trading success, like it'll be an intro video, then it'll be more videos after that. So make sure you don't just watch the top one, but watch all of them underneath, okay? And if you're missing any guides, any resources, any materials, holla at me, because all I wanna do is make sure that you have what you're supposed to have. That's like my favorite thing to do ever. I always wanna make sure you're straight. Does this make
in your videos, you talk about you have some questions that we're to answer based on the material that we study. You also talked about a form that you use when you are setting up your trading for today. You at least 20 of them and use them. I can't find the forms.
I know, like, just me, I tell you stuff to do. I'm not sure if they always do. I'm not perfectly certain whether they always do it or not. So let me go check, and whatever is not right, then I'll make sure it's right. Give me 1 second. And let me log in here. Are you there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay. Okay. I'm getting logged into the administrative website. You can kind of see what is available and what's not available, where it is, and why. You say when you go into the course, you don't have access to some trade plan form. Okay, let me make sure that you have that access right here, because I want you to have it. The course and farmer mastery. Mastery. That's here. And curriculum. And time is 10:34. The trade room is over. Everybody made it up.
Yeah, Jay, I got back in profit. Thank you.
Good. Is anybody in the red? Please let me know. Okay, here. Preview. I see one thing that needs to be transferred. Right? Let me show you. So tonight, when you check your this Bond Bully vocab list, I'll make sure that it's in the money machine as well. How do I download this thing?
Go to the bottom on the side. Hit that other scroll. No, the other side. You got to move over a little bit.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, cool. Let me download this joint. If I just click it, that'll start a download. Okay, cool. I got to put that in the Become a Money Machine. It was supposed to be in there already. Let me see. Overnight Success in the Bronze. That should have been there too. Then, did I have it in Helpful Links? Level Helpful Links candlestick pattern. I think I know what you're talking about, but I think that's just like a side, like a PDF I made. This is what I'm gonna do. Because trading journal, there we go. This. But you're talking about the one where I devise it for the students. Like every day I wake up and ask myself the same questions. And just find that PDF. I'm gonna write it down to find it. But Lord knows, I know what you're talking about. So, get the PDF of the daily trade plan and send it to Kendra. Or was it Kendra that's asking for this or Amelia? Amelia, send me your either on Instagram or something like that, or email it to me. Email me your email address. Send me your email address. So make sure I send it over.
Hey Jay, I need those too. I didn't find them in my course. This is Maxine.
Yeah, it's some stuff that didn't make the transition over to Become a Money Machine that should have, you know? Like there's some stuff that didn't make it. But I'll make sure that it gets done today. I'm gonna do it right now. Since I might as well, ain't no time for the president working. I'm done trading. I found out all the trades we need to see what's more. Ooh, the boys still. ES rolled like a dog. Told y'all boys what was gonna crack.
Yep. So right now, 22 is giving them problems.
I told you it was gonna touch 11 twice, but then it'll roll over and fall. Hey, Chris, I told you when it closed below 5, then sell it.
Yeah.
Closed below 5 at 10.25, then you sold a 5 at 10.30. Yee!
I kid you not. I wish I would have stayed in there. I'd have been more than happy.
I'm telling you,
Hey,
big
yo,
dog.
Chris.
I'm telling
No,
you,
no,
big
Chris.
dog.
I messed up. No, it wasn't like
Chris.
yesterday.
I'm telling you, big dog. I'm telling you, big
Yo,
dog.
Chris, look at your DMs, bro. Look at your
I'm
DMs. I
telling
sent
you.
you a DM.
Sorry.
I'm telling you, the 81s, they have a right to go to
Where you at?
42.37. They have the right, and I believe that they can. They have that right. And if they do, I told you today, I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of the day, the bonds were trading. You remember I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they were trading 152.05 or 152.12. Told you. Told you.
Jay, I had a quick question.
What's up?
So do we have to have a full understanding of levels before we move on to BAM or the bond bully?
No, I think that like the levels course, when you bought that, you just learned the levels trade in depth.
Okay.
So like I know lots of trades. I can teach them all surface level and I can teach them all in depth. So the levels workshop was really me teaching, to me, the most powerful thing I have in a long form. Like instead of us spending 1 hour in BAM in a video learning levels, let's spend 6 hours in the levels workshop only learning levels. What BAM does is give you a holistic understanding of the market. Will you understand that the market is going to touch 11 twice before it rolls over? And when it rolls over, it could end up down on the other side. If you have the levels course, no, BAM does that.
Okay.
Will you understand how to make a little money here and there with levels? For sure. You're going to make money with levels. But if you want to have a full understanding of how this machine works, if you want a full understanding of how this machine works, you need to have that Become a Money Machine, because it's going to teach you not just prices and this, but it's going to teach you behavior. It's going to teach you tendencies. It's going to teach you what to look for. It's going to teach you who has a right to serve who. Like what level of support can serve what level of resistance. Who has a right? You know what I'm saying? And not everybody has a right to everything. You know, so that comes from Become a Money Machine, the full thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay, so Become a Money Machine is here. And curriculum is here. And I need to go into the syllabus. So I'm going to rename this. I'm going to rename it Syllabus and More. Syllabus and Resources. Resources. Boom. Then we're going to add some files. I'm going to drag the trading journal here. I'm going to drag the overnight success in the market and then the bond bully vocabulary. Put those all in there too. Okay, now go out. Excuse me. Yeah, now preview. And then what we're going to do right now, just so that I don't even have to go find it, we're going to make it together, okay? You and I, we're going to make it, Amelia. I'm going to show you. So far, if you check your BAM syllabus and resources, open that up. Guess what you're going to see? You're going to see the syllabus first, the overnight success in the bond market second. It's a small PDF that I wrote. You're going to have 8 pages worth of vocabulary to learn. And there should be one other item. Maybe it all has to refresh. We all we got, but that's cool because we all we need. Ain't that the truth? Oh, here it is. The trading journal is right here. So you got the trading journal you can download, the syllabus that you can download, the overnight success in the bond market PDF, and also you have the vocab list. Let's go back and make sure that all of them are downloadable, Jay. Go here and then enable download, enable download. All right. Cool. Now, let's make something. I'll share. We'll do it in Notepad first, Amelia, and then we'll transfer it over, put some bells and whistles on it, put it in the PDF section. All right. Let's go Notepad. Right? Isn't that the ideal? Right? It's Notepad. Yeah, Notepad. All right. Trade plan PDF. All right. The goal is first, the plan, the milestones, the outcome. All right. If you're going to have a trade plan, then you have to have a 4-part plan. All right. And this is all described in your course material. If you go to your material, where is it? Here. Here. If you sign in, you're going to have your BAM, you're going to have this 21-day quick start. So every day you know what to do to get through the material. And then you're going to have this. Where is it? How to create a trade plan, my products. It has me signed in as the admin. There we go. How to create a real trade plan. So you go to this video, go to this course right here, and it's broken up into pieces, 3 pieces, so you can know how to make a real trade plan. Okay, so you already have access to this material, Amelia. So if you've already purchased, have you purchased Become a Money Machine? All right, cool. So you have this material already. So you're going to be able to walk through a trade plan, but let's put together the PDF. So a trade plan has got to have 4 parts. One is going to be technical. One will be fundamental. One will be emotional. And one will be financial. Okay? You with me so far? All right. The goal is to make money. The second goal is to not lose money. Would you agree? Would you agree?
Yes.
Good. All right. The plan, if the market is going up, should we be a buyer or a seller? I'm asking. If the market is going up, I should.
If the money is going
Be a
down,
buyer.
Right, be a buyer. Okay, if the market is going down, I should be a, somebody tell me.
Seller.
Okay. Okay, let's go to technical. This is, what is my trade? You have to define that for yourself. I'm going to teach you lots of trades, and I know lots of them. I probably know and have mastered about 23, 24 trades. I teach 3 in the course, and then you get like another 2 or 3 as bonuses. So you have to decide, what is my trade? You have to decide that. I can't decide that for you. The next thing you ask is, do I see my trade set up on any time frame? You see that? Do I see it on any time frame? I ask myself that every day. If I see it, then where, which means what price, should I be a buyer or seller? Okay, that's the technical. Of course, it becomes more technical, but we just start. The fundamental. Check the news every day. Excuse me a moment. Hey, Donna, how are you? Everything all right? I'm fantastic. If possible, can I give you a call back? I was supposed to be out of my trade room at 10:30, but it's a student that needs a little bit of help. So I just want to make sure I serve them, and then I'll give you a call right back if that's okay. 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 Okay, fantastic. The only thing I have today is a lunch. I have a lunch. It's probably going to be about 12 to 2:30. And other than that, I'm free. Yeah. Yes, ma'am, I will. But after 2:30, I'm free and available. Okay. Yeah, let's do it after 2:30. Even better if you want to do 4, that's fine, because by that time I'll be home after picking up the kids from school. Yeah, that's good. Mm-hmm. Oh no, I'm in a class. You know, I teach people, so it's 114 of us in here, and I'm showing them how to make a trade plan. So it'll probably be another like 15 or 20 minutes in here. Then I'll be done probably by 11. Okay. Okay, fantastic. That's perfect. All right. Bye-bye. Sorry, I was supposed to be in a meeting at 10:45. So you check the news every day. Fundamentally, we're going to go to econoday.com. We're also going to go to www.forexfactory.com. All right. Emotional. This is big. Everybody feels like this is different. Emotional, psychological. Emotional, psychological. You have to ask yourself questions like, do I feel like trading today? Did I get enough sleep? Am I tired? Am I grieving? How you spell grieving? With an E before the I or I before the E? You know I can't spell. Not that good. All right. Am I grieving? I don't know. Who knows? How do we spell this? Come on.
I think that's right.
I before E except for C.
Okay, for sure. Am I grieving? Thank you. So you're going to ask yourself all those emotional, psychological questions. Do I feel rushed? Am I comfortable? What you want to do is talk to yourself about your sensuality. Am I hearing things that make me feel good? Am I seeing things that make me feel good? Am I saying things that make me feel good? The game is to make sure you're comfortable. The idea is to make sure that you are comfortable. Not too cold, not too hot, not sticky from working out before. So you're trying to trade, but you're sweaty. You know what I'm saying? Whatever makes you comfortable, this is where you really want to get there, right? The last part, after you get the technical, after you get the fundamental, after you get the emotional, you have to get the financial. And the biggest question you can ask yourself financially is, how much money am I willing to lose today? We don't trade to make money. We trade not to lose it. You remember, I'll bring it back, but you remember we were right here today on the fives, and I say a whole lot of people might be trying to buy this 96 right now, but I don't like the 96. I would like for it to come down lower. The 60s tell me 81, and I really see a 79 as this thing is moving. I see a 79. Anybody remember me saying that? Type a Y in the chat box or say, yeah, Jay, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. I could have participated at 96 and been right. We moved above 96. The market has moved above 96. Not only would I have been right, but I would have been very right. But I would have had to be wrong from 9:45 till 10:20. I would have had 40 minutes of wrong. I could have been stopped out. I could have been hurt. I could have been damaged. My account could have lost position, could have lost some of my yield curve, and in doing so, could have lost some of my confidence about the day. So what do? I trade not just to make money, but I trade not to lose it. If I want to be a buyer, I need to find the best place to buy. If I want to be a seller, I need to find the best place to sell. You understand? It can't just be a random place to sell. It needs to be the best place to sell. Some of my students, Shard particularly, was waiting for 41.69. She's going to make sure that she has the best entry possible. She's going to ensure that she doesn't lose money. We trade not to make money. We trade so we don't lose it. So the first question financially is, how much money am I willing to lose today? Second one is, how much money do I want to make? My suggestion, no lie, my suggestion is that you at least make what you lose half. Make what you lose half of what you want to make, at least, preferably 3 to 4 times as much. So if you're willing to lose $1,000, I want you to try and make $1,500, $2,000 at least. Why is that? Because if in a day you make $2,000, even if you have a losing day where you lose $1,000, you only lost half the work you did. I never want you to have your target and your loss the same. Because that means you can work hard on Monday and make $1,000, and on Tuesday, lose it all. And now it's Tuesday and you right back at zero. No, I want you to target twice as much money at least than you're willing to lose. That way, if you make $2,000 on Monday and lose $1,000 on Tuesday, you're still up $1,000. It will take you twice as long to lose what you have made if you target twice as much money than you wish to lose per day. Does everybody understand that? Type a Y in the chat box and say, yes, I get it.
Yep.
Yes.
Amelia, you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Good. Other financial factors you might want to consider: current account balance. And that has a lot to do with how many contracts you can use. Some people make $20,000 a day, but if they do it with 20,000 contracts, I'm not impressed. You make $20,000 in a day and you got one contract, I'm impressed. It's not necessarily what you did, but what you used to do it. If somebody tell you I built a house and all I used was a screwdriver, that's a bad man. That's a bad man. Because that man ain't have nothing but a screwdriver and he built a house with it. He way more tough than the guy who had foremen and staff and all of the tools and all of the everything. No. Yeah, y'all both built a house, but he better than you. That boy built a house like MacGyver with a stick of gum and battery. You know what I'm saying? That's a bad man. All right. So now that you have what you should know technically, fundamentally, emotionally, and psychologically, and then also financially, you're ready to roll. This is your plan. So what you'll write down will be something like, I'm going to, here you would say sell/buy. So sell or buy the price this because here, and this should be your entry reason. Right? So that's technically what you're going to do. I'm going to make sure I watch out for the news at this time to ensure it doesn't bother my trade opinion. That's the second one. That's fundamental. This is emotional and it's a statement. I'm going to feel good about myself no matter the outcome. Being a winning trade, like having a winning trade doesn't make you a winner, and having a losing trade doesn't make you a loser. You're not a good person because you can trade profitably, and you're not a bad person if you can't. So you have to displace yourself from the outcome of your trades. You shouldn't have an ego because you made $1,000, and you shouldn't be down because you lost $1,000. In this room, my students have seen me make money and lose it. I lose $6,000, get up, go to a meeting. Don't bother me none, because I ain't no loser. I make $6,000, I get up, go to a meeting. Don't make me no different, because it's just a trade. How you feel about yourself should not be connected to your trade outcome. You have to say, I'm going to feel good about myself no matter the outcome. All right, financial. This is the best part. If I place the trade long or short from whatever price you choose, I will only risk this much money, or this many ticks on this position. That's how you get to the plan. You ask yourself, what's my trade? Do I see it on any time frame? If so, what's the best price should I buy or sell? You're going to check the news to make sure that fundamentally you're okay. Then emotionally and psychologically, you're going to make sure that you're all right. The idea is to make sure that you're comfortable. You can't make a trade under duress. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. You won't think clearly. You'll be thinking wrong. And then financially, you have to ask yourself, hey, how much am I willing to risk on my decision? I'm not going to bet the farm on anything. Okay? You ask yourself these questions, you should come up with a plan. And this is whether you want to take 1 trade, 20 trades, 50 trades, milestones. If the trade, here's the question you have to ask. If the trade goes in your favor, where will it stop? Along the way to the final stop for your trade, here's another question. Where will you meet the opposition? So if you buy, where will sellers be? Vice versa. Milestones. Outcomes. Were you right today? Were you wrong? Why do you think it worked or didn't? Could you have done something better to get a more favorable outcome? Last one is, are you ready to do it again? Simple. Control A, Control C. Any questions on this?
No, thank you.
You're very, very welcome. I'll have it in your PDF. I'm gonna sit and work on it right now, so it'll be in there before. So I just feel like, shoot, we might as well go through it ourselves. It can be an easy lesson for you to learn right now. So that way you can kind of see how I arrived at a 4-part trade plan. Because when you're trading with everything you are. You're not trading with a piece of yourself. You're trading with everything. So if there's fear, if there's doubt, if there's discomfort, if there's a lot on your mind, it's tough to trade when you're, when you're not feeling yourself, feeling properly.
And Jay, while you saving that document, if I can ask you a quick question about Slack. I know that some members mentioned that's where the community kind of communicates on a regular outside of the trade room. How would we get access to that?
It's a part of your subscription.
Okay, so I'm already
If you subscribe to the trade room and all that sort of stuff, then you automatically get access to the Slack. Like my team, they'll put it in there, put you in there. And if you run into any problems, just let me know.
Okay, all right, great.
For sure. I'm very serious about making sure that we help. You know what I'm saying? Like the idea behind what I'm doing is for you to be an independently comfortable and confident trader where you can learn something today and within 60 days, change your life. If you took the Levels Workshop course, just go back and listen to the live that I had last Thursday with my man D. On Instagram, he's One Ill Bro. He took the Levels course and he took the Levels course he finally committed to the material in December. And last week, he passed a $250,000 combine where someone's going to give him $250,000 to trade. You have the material. You just got to commit yourself to it. You have to commit yourself to it. Like this stuff that I'm telling you, people learn from me and then go sell it to you for $5,000 and you go buy it. I'm telling you. I know a course creator right now who came into the levels course and is now selling the levels course for $5,000. Just learn what you got. You got what you need. I'm telling you, you got what you need. You just got to commit yourself to learning it. Ask yourself these questions. Bold. Italic. I should put a page split right there. Insert page break. Don't they have a break? Page break right there. Yeah, ask yourself.
I have the levels course, but I only have access to the information of when I purchased it. I don't have anything new.
That's all. What I'm saying is that's all you need. You don't need nothing new if you want to make money. If you want to make money right now today, learn them levels. Go watch that video 50 more times. Because I'm telling you, that's going to make you a lot of money.
You just mentioned the guy, and I said I don't know how to access that because I don't have anything new.
I'm missing your question. Are you saying I don't have anything new besides the levels course?
The guy that you just mentioned, he said go back and watch that video. I don't know how to do that because I don't have anything new.
Do you have your login for when you purchased the levels workshop?
Yes.
That is all you need. You still have access to it right now. All of my course material comes with lifetime access. I'll never put anything between you and the material. If you bought it yesterday, it's yours forever.
Yeah.
So you don't need anything new. Go back and use what you bought. You already bought it. It's yours.
No, I think she's saying she wants to see the testimony.
You want to see? Well, then go on Instagram.
Oh yeah, the interview is on Instagram. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm missing that. How do I go see more? I'm like, see more of what? Yeah, you just go to Instagram. I was live last Thursday. And I'll go to it and you can check it out. Let's see. www.instagram.com/JadaTrader. Oh man, I gotta sign in to see more. What is my sign in? JadaTrader. Is it?
Hey, I think Kendra is this. She has the levels course. She don't have the BAM course. The information that you've given is part of the BAM, right? That this guy is that the BAM or that?
If she just want to make. Okay, you talking about the trade plan, D?
Yeah, the trade plan and like whatever you give it, like.
Oh yeah, the trade plan and stuff is not in. Trade plan and stuff is not in the levels course.
That's what she said. She don't have anything new like what you doing now. That's not.
Oh yeah, you won't have that. You won't have that.
Okay,
You know, you won't have
that's
that.
what she's saying.
Yeah, you won't have that. That won't happen.
Thank you.
Then Kendra, then you need to buy the course.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm convinced. I'm convinced. Deke showed me about the course, and I wasn't sure about it, and I took another class with Deke, and I'm convinced. What really convinced me today is the fact that the guy was negative, and you walked him through to make him positive. I just think that is something I've never seen anybody do before, to really care about people and that they move forward. I'm completely sold, so I'm signing up. Thank you.
That's love.
I've been trying to get you to sign up since November.
Hold on, what it do?
November, Kendra.
Oh, y'all better send her that link. Y'all better send her that link.
Yo, Paula, how you doing, sis? Yo.
Yeah,
it's the other Paula. It's the other Paula. This is the first Paula.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Kendra,
Paula
welcome
number
to
one
PwC.
that brought me in. That's Paula number one.
Thank you guys.
Love.
I appreciate it. I'm here now. I'm here.
I love it. You know, You just have to see for yourself. Like, it's true. There are educators who care about your success. You know how, like, a way I like to say it is, every Sunday, it's a lot of people call themselves preachers. And everywhere you go on the internet, it's a lot of people that say, oh, you can be successful with my material. Buy it, right? You see it a lot of times. The only difference is all of them people that's standing up talking on Sunday ain't preachers. And all these people that's out here saying, learn from me, they ain't teachers. A teacher cares about your success. That's one of the ways you know you found a teacher.
Amen.
I'm going to care about you. That's it. I'm going to serve you. If you have something that you say is not here, we're going to just make it right now. We'll make it. Look, we'll make it. And we've gone through the questions. And guess what? It's going to be in your material right now. I'm going to put it in right now. After I finish making it look kind of nice in Google Documents, I'm going to download the PDF and I'm going to upload it to your Teachable right now. You know, the goal is not to make you profitable. That's a foregone conclusion. If you hang around me, like they say, if you hang around the barbershop, you're going to get a haircut. If you hang around Jay, you're going to learn how to trade. Period. That's not the goal. The goal for me is to get you from trading and making money till you realize that don't even matter. The biggest fun that you ever going to have is serving. I got that because, you know, the Bible say the harvest is ripe. It's the laborers are few. You know, I had this crazy dream, Amelia, Kendra, Paula, everybody. I had this crazy dream. And in the dream, I was standing up. And it was like, as far as you can see, you know how them vineyards and wine vineyards look, where it's like rolling green hills. And you can see like the grapes on the vine out there. They were everywhere. As far as my eye could see, it was everywhere. And right when I thought they was looking real beautiful, the sun was coming up on them. They was pretty. And I just saw them start rotting. All of the grapes they were on the vine and they just started rotting real bad. So much so it started putting this sour smell in the air. And all of a sudden, the problem wasn't that people weren't ready to go get the information. I felt sad because I knew if it was just me, I'd never be able to go get all the grapes before they rotted out. I'd never get them all. Like, that's how I felt defeated in that dream. I felt so defeated. I was like, ain't no way I can get them all. I can't. It's impossible. One person, Jay, how you gonna get through all of the I mean, as far left as I can look, as far right as I can look, and as far back as I can look to the horizon, all you saw was fruit that was ready to get plucked up. And the only problem was it was rotting because I couldn't get to it all quick enough. And that was the day that I made up to my mind that I wasn't going to be the only one that was like me. I was going to make people that was just like me. If we make money, cool. We know how to make money. That's a foregone conclusion. For a lot of these people in this room, it's a foregone conclusion that they're going to make money every day. But can we all stand shoulder to shoulder and go get the dreams of the people before they rot off the line? Can we go get their hopes and their aspirations? You know, them folks say the place you find the most potential is at the graveyard. And it's not, them folks didn't die without having a dream. They died without having a way to get their dream to make it a reality. Your grandmama, my grandmama, your mamas and daddies, my mama, your relatives passed away. You knew that boy wanted to go to the league, or he wanted to start a law firm, or you knew that this one should have been a chef, but they were stuck working that job at the county because they had them kids and they had to put food on the table. But you know that boy always could cook. Every time the church do something, or every time the temple do something, or the mosque do something, they ask him to cook and make that pie, or make that cake, or make that dish. Now, why, if the man got the best dish, and everybody at the temple, everybody at the church, everybody in the group know that he's going to make that, why isn't he in Publix or at Whole Foods? Why hasn't his food gotten to the highest of levels? Where's his restaurant? Where's her restaurant? That only happens because that dream is on the vine and it'll rot out there if we don't find a way to go serve people. My job ain't to make you profitable. You're going to be profitable if you hang around me. It is a foregone conclusion. My job is to get you to understand that so many other people need our help. We grow and we serve. If we all we got, that's cool because we all we need. We don't need nobody coming in and helping us. We know how to do it. If we get a shot, we'll help each other do it. That's the name of the game. That's this bully way. We're going to call money all the time. Let's just serve each other. Let's make sure that your dreams of your daycare don't have to die on the vine. Your dreams of entertainment don't have to die on the vine. Your dreams of being a stay-at-home dad don't have to die on the vine. Your dream of being able to retire before you 85 because you didn't start until you was 50 on this job. Your dream don't have to die on the vine. All of your friends are retired and you want to retire too because you've reached that place in your life. You're ready to play golf and have breakfast and hang out with your friends and stuff like that. It's cool. Let's make your dream a reality. Your dream does not have to die on the vine. If I can show you how to make $200 a day, you can make $50,000 a year. And on this call today, I done called more than $3,000 worth of trade. I'm telling you what's possible if we're willing to cooperate and get it done. That's why I love this community. That's what everybody's doing. Does that make sense to you?
Hey, Jay, just for the people who are in the previous course with me and Paula
Yes.
and Paula and Kendra and Colleen, what I've learned how to do since I've been here with Jay, I can even call trades. We can all, I mean, the students can call trades, and that's what excited me so much about this community. Maxine, that's what excited me so much when I first got here, because my first day in the room, I'm like, wait a minute. Not only is he calling trades, but his students can do this too? Wow.
That's it. Straight up.
And we go more than 1 or 2 ticks on the bonds.
You know what they gonna say? They say, oh, Jay, he don't know how to call no trades. He don't know how the market gonna really move. The devil is a liar. LeBron played that.
Ain't no 1, 2 ticks in here. We getting a bunch of ticks, 200 ticks.
You feel me? I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna call them going up and I call them coming down. I tell you, you should sell 7 to 81, and then you should buy 81 up to 10. And then at 10, 14, you're gonna have a little problem, but you should be all right because the ultimate goal is 39.
And the first time I called 2.5 points on the bonds, that was it.
And I wasn't even there. You called that by yourself. I think that was when I was in Hawaii with Angelica. Huh? I think I remember that you called a short from 14. Yeah. Why do I remember like a 14 or 14 short?
Yeah,
am I right?
14 short, yeah.
I remember this. I remember this day so vividly.
It was 8 minutes later, and that was a $2,500 call. On one contract.
I'm telling you, that's the name of the game. If you hang around me, you're gonna make money, man. You just, the beautiful thing is now Charlotte is now looking at the vineyard just like me. And she remember when it was like, man, I don't know if this trading thing really work or if I can make whatever money I want to make. Now she about to buy some different stuff. So now money ain't no thing. Now what's the biggest thing we can do? Serve somebody else. So I got Charlotte next to me. I got Spicy next to me. I got DG next to me. I got T Dixon. I got Mario. I got Chris next to me. I got Nine next to me. I got K-Mac next to me. I got B-Roy next to me. I got all these fantastic traders. I got Gene next to me. You dig? All of these mentors. I got Sam Strong next to me. I got now we together. Now we all looking at the figure. And maybe we're not going to get them all, but we're going to get way more than if I was just doing it myself. We're going to get way more. And that's really the name of the game for me. I love that. That's the part I love. Because I don't care. After you take the private jet and after you fly all around the world and after you eat all of the steaks and everything, it's just what it is. All it is some steak. But I'm telling you what never goes away is your ability to help somebody, serve somebody, to make somebody better than they were when you found them. To you know what I'm saying? Like that to me, that is the vibes. Oh man, it don't get no better than that. That first day somebody say, Jay, I took a short hootie hoo. I remember Q Fancy, it's a bully named Q Fancy. I remember Q Fancy first day in the room. Jay, I took a short like you say hootie hoo. I made $400. You told me that if it got right here by this level, you know, I watched it and that's my trade and I took it and it worked. Jay, I made that money. Okay, now we doing something good. On the way up, there's only one more thing to stop the ES is 4228. But that'll be right about the stop sign. We're looking at, actually, we got to go to 4237. So 4236 is our upside target for today's session. So you have one more little problem. It's going to be at 4229 or so. I'm going to see whenever they get a closure above 23, we know we're ready to start making our way to the upside. And maybe that'll be what releases us. And the bonds, you see how they're they've been sitting. You know, they haven't finished rolling down. There's still some more to do. I think that they'll get a little lower and maybe we, you know, touch 5, touch 4s and have to think about it. Everybody in the positive, right? Nobody else in the negative? Is anybody in the negative?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm just trying to finish this document. I need to put a logo on it somewhere. What's good?
Good class, good class. Very informative. Can you apply the same concepts to
everything? It's like Tony Satchery's big dog. You can put it on everything. You can put it on everything, dog. I'm not teaching you a market trick. If you become a money machine or something like that, you're not gonna learn a trick. You're gonna learn how markets work, how they work. Not a trick, how they work. And then you can take that knowledge of how they work and apply it everywhere. So for example, once you learn how to negotiate, you know how to talk to your kids and get them to do what they wanted to do. You can get a raise on your job. You can speak to someone and de-escalate a fight between parents at a little league game. Once you have the skill of understanding how to communicate and negotiate positions, you can apply it everywhere. Once you understand the mastery method, you can go trade anything with it. You can go trade options with it, like Kali, my student. You can trade real quick and make enough money before you go to school, like Chandler. You can make enough money to where you want to trade the hog market, like, what's that bully name? Aline. She used to trade the hog futures. You could trade oil. You could trade the orange juice with it. You could trade stocks with it. You could trade the indexes with it, because the truth is the truth no matter what market you look at. Either buyers are in charge or sellers in charge. And if sellers in charge, I'm selling. If buyers in charge, I'm buying. You put it on everything. You feel me?
You're right. If I was to trade the London market,
what do everything mean?
Well, I'm just talking about far as just marking off levels, because I know you got 4 critical levels that you need.
You find the levels.
Open market, the high and low of the Asian overnight, and then the open far as the bond, it would be 8:20 your time.
Good. When can we know when the overnight high and overnight low is set? At what time do we know the overnight high, overnight low is set?
At 8:20.
Good. So if it's the Asian session, do we have an overnight high yet?
Nope.
If it's 3 o'clock in the morning, do we have an overnight low yet?
Nope.
See, what's happening is you eating from a lot of tables. So you come get a little piece from me, then you go somewhere and get a little piece, and it ain't making no sense. You know that open, you know that market open. The highest and lowest between there is your overnight high and your overnight low. That's your setup. Somebody going to tell you something different. Oh, it's the Asian session. What are they doing? They're trying to invite you into their culture. They're going to do what Starbucks did. No, that's not called an overnight low. That's called an Asian open.
You are 100%. I got a lot of different courses running through my mind. I done blown about 10.
I know what's happening. I know what's happening. I'm telling you what you're doing. So you know what grandma used to tell us? Can't eat at everybody's house. It'll make you sick.
So true.
That's what grandma used to say. So I'm not saying that my way is the only way, but what I'm saying is my way is producing real results in the lives of real everyday people. Firemen, musicians, singers, photographers, business owners, lawyers, doctors, millionaires, 13-year-olds, 78-year-olds, retirees, kids that's about to go to college. It's doing the same thing for everybody.
Truck
I don't know what them people over there talking about, but I know what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm with you because I veered away and I came back. It's like, man, this is so simple, you know. But like you said, watching the videos 3 and 4 times. I was up late last night, going back through the money machine and taking notes and just hearing things I didn't hear the first time.
Yes. When you watch it that second time, you're gonna learn something different every time. Every time. One time, I'm gonna be honest. I watched the Become a Money Machine class. I was watching the videos to see what I should edit. And I was like, dang, I taught him that. I should have saved that. I shouldn't have told. I'm telling you, you're gonna learn stuff. If you keep listening, you're gonna be like, oh my God. It'll make it simple. How do I achieve? Like, my goal is to be a teacher. How do I achieve it? I need to make it as easy as possible for you to go from knowing nothing to making as much money as you want to every day. It would be like if someone bought a gym membership and the moment they swipe their card for the gym membership, they got abs. I'm trying to push your success as close as I can to the moment that you join. Okay, how do I achieve that? All right. I always say, give me 21 days. If you give me 21 days, you'll be a monster. So I give you lifetime access. That means you don't have to be in a rush to the material because it's always yours. You can go through it at a good pace. You ever got gas from rushing through your food?
Nope. Yep.
You eat your food so fast, it give you a stomach because it wasn't nothing wrong with the food. It was just you had to eat it so fast. So this new trading food for you, I want to give you lifetime access so you don't feel like you got to rush through it. Okay, what else can I do to help you? I'm going to make a trading room. That way you can watch me do it. What else can I do to help you? I'm going to have mentors. So these mentors, they can answer questions just as good as I can. They can answer them just as good as me. So I'm going to do that too. What else can I do? I'm going to create indicators. You don't know where support and resistance is, Mike? Let me show you what I did. I made an indicator that'll show it to you you don't even have to know. Look right here on the 60s. You see these lines? See how you got this green line and yellow line?
Yeah.
Let me show you indicator. You don't know where the buyers and sellers at? Don't worry, I'll find them for you. You see it say 4LR? That's an indicator I made. You won't find that on your computer yet.
How do I get access to that?
Oh, it'll be available in a minute. It'll be available in a minute. So that way, when I say, oh, you could buy this, buy this, buy this. You remember I was on the 60s, I was saying, buy this, buy this, buy this, sell this, sell this, sell this. I know you can buy 17. It goes with my trading idea. And it's going to be anything between 17 and 11. Because those are levels that I know my indicator created. And it don't make bad mistakes. You can buy 151.28. It's gold. You can buy it. And you can sell stuff. Look up here. You can sell this. 154.17. You can sell up here. 155.08. 155.17. You can sell those because my indicator already told me. So I'm going to make as much stuff as I can so that you can have as much value as possible. So the moment you join, 20 days, 21 days, you already know it's real. You like, bro. Not only is it real, but everybody out here getting it. Where has this been all my life? I can't wait to get home from work so I can trade tonight. I can't wait till I wake up in the morning so I could trade. You won't dread the market anymore. You'll be looking forward to getting into the market. That's really what the name of the game is.
Right.
That's the name of the game. I'm trying to find my, you're very, very welcome. Any other questions? Questions?
Hi, Jay.
I
have another
got
question.
something better. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
My bad, Glenn. Ladies first, you already know, but Glenn is a super gentleman, so he know the name of the game. Good to see you in the set too, baby. Good to see you, Glenn.
Thanks.
Miriam, you have a question?
Yeah, piggybacking on that, what you just said about some people trading in the evening. I won't be able to trade during the day for a while until I figure out my work situation. It's not very easy for me to change my schedule for work. And so for people that are just turning on the Ninja Trader and logging in after 6, what other levels, like should we be looking at the days levels more than the overnight?
You have become a money machine?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's the first step. Are you subscribed to this trade room?
No, not yet.
Okay, you really need to do that. You really need to do that. It's imperative. You really should do that.
I know, it's just work.
No, and I understand, but your boss will never pay you enough to be his neighbor or her neighbor.
Oh, I agree.
They just don't like you that much.
Yeah.
The system is not designed for you to be able to advance, outpace anybody else that deems themselves to be over you, smarter than you. Another thing that's crazy is that, you're a woman on the job. I've seen that you lose the job, another guy comes in, they pay him twice to do the same thing they was paying you for. It's crazy. What I would say is you have to commit yourself to this. Commit yourself to it. Every day, do it. Let me show you a young lady. She never traded in the daytime. Ever. Never did she ever trade in the day. She has never traded in the daytime. This young lady's name is Andreka Jones. Let me see if I can find a video that she left me about my course. Let me go like this. 786. Okay, boom, boom. All right, cool. Now I see this. I need to click on this. All right. Here's a young brother. This brother is a nurse. Let me see if I can go over here. This might be the easier place to find it right here. And give me 1 second. It's coming. It's coming. Okay.
Hello, I am Draka Jones. Nice to meet you guys. I have been in Jay's mastery course since May 13, 2020, and I can say it is life-changing. I work a 9 to 5. I have 3 boys that I'm raising, and this course has definitely changed my whole life and perspective of the stock market. I have taken previous courses, such as swing trading course, option course, and also a futures course with the ES, S&P back in 2018, but I never knew about the bonds. But ever since joining this class, it's just been like the new thing in my life. I'm ready to quit my job. I saw Jay on a live that he was doing with the Ian Dunlap, which is the master investor, and so I decided to check him out and see what his class was about, and I'm glad that I did, because ever since then it's been just a whole new experience for me and my family. He has a community that helps you out. He trades with us every day during the week. We get on after hours. We help each other out through DMs, calls, just regular questions. He is awesome. the most humbling person that you'll ever meet in your entire life. He wants everyone to win, and you can see it, you can feel it. It's genuine. His family understands his goals as well as he understands, you know, what he's doing for them. And I can tell you this, last week I just made $30,000, not even trying, with real money. So being in his class for a short period of time has been one of the most awesome life-changing experiences. So I hope that you decide to at least take a look and come and see what we're about, join our family.
Okay, so what you heard was, I have a job, I work a 9 to 5. You heard her say that, right?
Yep.
Then you heard her say she has kids, she has boys. You heard her say that. And then did you hear her say that she made $30,000 in 1 week?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I know that.
I was saying,
I wouldn't
you know how, boy, what do you call that? What I'm saying is dig on in. It's not, you got to lean into it. Nobody's going to give it to you except for us.
No, I
You
get
got to
it.
work.
I
You
know
got to
that.
go ahead and lean on in. Nothing is stopping you. I want you to do that work. Just do it. Do that work. It's not going to kill you. If you watch these videos 3 times, it's better than watching the Housewives 3 times. It's not going to kill you. What are you going to learn? You're going to learn more and more every time. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. You're going to be just fine. But you have to be willing to do it. You have to do that work, because no one's going to do it for you. I can point you in the direction of success. I can't make you go. You at your house with your family. So maybe you're going to say, shoot, I'm watching Bridgerton, or I'm going to watch Making Anna Lindsay. Or maybe I'm going to watch, This Is Us. I ain't going to watch Jay tonight. Well, don't expect it to be too good. You can't expect that. If you buy a gym membership, you don't get abs. You got to buy a gym membership, then you got to go to the gym. Then you get abs. And it might be day 1, day 20, or year 1, year 5. But if you keep going to the gym and working, you're going to get abs. Same thing. If you keep coming to this course, it might not be day 1, it might not be day 10, but inside of 21 days, you're going to know what's going on. And inside of 45, you're going to take your first trade. If you stay diligent on that plan, I got you. You're going to be all right. You just got to give yourself a chance to be great. Don't limit yourself and stop waiting. I know it's a lot of voices. I know other people are more popular than me. Nobody wants to serve you better, more than I do. And if they do, they my friends already. There's some people out here, they do what I do. They really want to see people do well. They really do work hard. They make the materials that will help people change their lives. Not everybody, but some of them do. I know that I'm one of those. You just got to dig in. You just got to dig in. You just got to dig in. You can't stop.
What time does the classes start once you're in? Is there a notification as far as you whenever you're live with the trading room open?
The trading room is every day. If the sun rises,
no, I'm talking about the time.
8:20 a.m. every day.
Okay.
Every day. I don't do nothing different. This is what we're doing every day. And if it's not me, Spicy will be up here doing it, or some of these other fantastic mentors, they'll call out the trades for you. Like Shar told you, there's other ones in here, call them out just like me. Call them out just like me. Get you swimming in the head. They call them out real good. They can call them just like me. Okay, so now I think we have the PDF file. Download PDF. Boom. Put that in there. Download PDF. Oh, I need to make a title for it. I'll call it Daily Trade Plan. Daily. Okay, now let me download it. Download as PDF. Okay, now go back over here and upload it. Boom. Make it downloadable. All right, now. All right. Home. Okay, so Amelia, I walked you through it, and everyone who has become a money machine, you now have this inside of your course material.
Okay, thank you.
All right, look, it's Jay the Trader's 4-part trading plan outline. Just print out a lot of them, write the date, and answer the questions.
Okay,
This is
thank
what we
you.
just made, okay? So it's in there.
Now, you also talked about a form that the one that I was talking about was where when you get into a trade, you write down where you got in, where you got off. You're able to count your ticks and things of that nature. Do you have that form as well?
Look right here, Trading Journal XLSX. So it's an Excel spreadsheet, and in it, Lord, with Excel open, let's just see what the Lord will do. This is it, date, instrument, whether you bought or sell, your entry reason, your target, and the outcome.
Okay, now where is this at?
In Become a Money Machine, the course you ain't got.
I do have that.
Well,
I'm in
then
that.
so it's in your course material.
I didn't see it.
Ooh, I'm gonna tell you what Rafiki told Symbol, look harder. Look harder. If it was $1 million, you would find it.
Here on your screen has BAM syllabus and resources. And on my screen,
Refresh your screen.
Okay, so I need to refresh it.
Lord Jesus, touch. Everybody stretch your hands towards her. Stretch your hands towards her. She deserves it.
I receive it. I receive it.
We got to pray. Today we're going to pray for the saint. Today we're going to pray. Now do me a favor, man. If you all have enjoyed yourself today, if you had a good time, I want you to post it. You know what I'm saying? Share it. So and tag me in it. Tag me in it so that I can repost it. What people will believe is that this doesn't exist. And if they say it exists, then they'll just say, well, it's a lie. They lying. It's a scam. Have I scammed you guys today? Did you get what you were looking for?
So did.
Okay. Just making sure you know it is not a scam. This is a skill. Every skill come with a little bit of work because you got to master it. You won't just become Steph Curry. You got to go out there and shoot as many times as he did. It's a skill.
Keep shooting.
Keep shooting. And guess what? I have been shooting for a while now. I have the skill. You don't have to fail for years like I did. Just come on in here so you can get the skill down real fast and we can be good to go. Okay. Glenn, you had a question or something that you wanted to add?
Yes, sir. I finally got through a combine, sir.
Oh my dog.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Congratulations, man. Tell us a little bit about it. You got a second? You got like 5 minutes to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I got a little time.
All right, cool. So tell us your name and what you do. Let's start right there.
Name is Glenn McKenna. I'm a doctor. I'm an ER doctor by trade. And I've been trading now for, well, with your class around August.
Good. Am I the first educator that you ever learned from, or did you learn from somebody else and, you know, probably found me later?
No, you're the first course that I actually took. I did look at a few things on YouTube, you know, did a few things on my own. Wasn't really successful. Okay. I do have a number of, you know, long-term investments, 401k, that sort of thing. That's, you know, that I've been dabbling with for, you know, a long time. But in terms of actively trading, day trading, swing trading, any of that stuff, yeah, you're the first course that I took. I did look at a number of other people. Some people have already been mentioned. But
what made you take my course over someone else's? What was it that did?
It was a feeling. You give off a certain vibe. It's a certain feeling. When I investigated a little bit, I looked into a couple of the other people. It just seemed like what you said resonated in a certain way. I like the fact that you were God-fearing, you got a family, you got a bunch of little girls. You were trying to build a community and get people to be actually able to do this on their own. All of those things kind of hit home. And I said, well, I think that's the best way to go. And for the money is easily a decision to me. So that's why I went with your course. And
my next question, and I appreciate your kind words. Thank you. My next question is, you're a doctor, brother. What you need to learn how to trade for? I mean, you have one of the most esteemed professions in the world. And quite literally, with your hands, you can bring life back to someone. What would make you? Yeah, right. You still do. What makes you want to trade?
Well, during the pandemic, man, it makes you think of a lot of different things. And, yes, I am a doctor, but, a lot of things can be taken from you. If people don't understand that, even if you're a doctor, if you're a lawyer, if you're an engineer, your situation can change. And I know that I control this market in terms of what I control. I click the buttons, I buy, I sell. I choose the time to get in and out and why. Nobody else can determine that for me. But, if I'm sitting in the office or sitting in the ER and it's a slow day, you may not be doing as well as you will on another day. Or maybe you'd rather do this for an hour and then go play golf in the afternoon. Or maybe you don't want to do that for the rest of your life. Maybe you don't want people coughing on you, or sorry, the sprinkler just came on. Maybe you want to, live life, go have brunch with your wife, like you talk about on Tuesdays or Thursdays, instead of being in the R on Thanksgiving or Christmas. People have no idea the sacrifice that's put up by, and not just myself, everybody. I don't want anybody thinking I'm struggling. I'm not. I'm good. But I had COVID the first go round. I laid up in that bed for 3 weeks. And so I tell everybody, I say, hey, man, you better get your shot. You better take your medicine. You better go see your doctor, get your colonoscopies, do all that stuff, because your health is your wealth. But, when you have, extra money, it makes things a little easier. So I had a lot of time to sit there and think about what I wanted to do. I got COVID twice and was shot up and everything, but I survived. So it just makes you think about things differently. It makes you think about how you want to spend the rest of your life. Do you want to be, working? Great. If you do, cool. If you want to be playing, you got to have some money to play. So so I figured, why, like you said there, why watch the Housewives, or why watch, NBA TV rerun from yesterday, Sports Center, for the 4th time, when I could be learning how to trade. So I'm looking at my money in my investment account anyway. I might as well learn how to do this. So that was kind of the impetus behind that. And I figured
what made you say, I'm going to take a combine? Because everybody who doesn't know, a combine is a trading evaluation. You get real market data and simulated money, and someone is watching your performance. If you perform to their expectations or to their requirements, they will give you money to trade. So what made you take a combine evaluation?
You talked about it, and then I talked with Brother Lamar and one-on-one kind of with him, and he was like, man, why you putting your real money in there, and while you're learning, you're losing? Why don't you use somebody else's money to learn with? So get in, and sim is great, but it's not quite the same. You don't have the same level of tolerance in terms of taking heat or getting in or getting out at the right time. It's like get in the combine, do that as sim. It's $90, $80, $50, whichever one you choose. Use that and then get their money and play with their money.
So what was your combine trade? What trade did you love to take during your combine? Or did you take many trades?
Well, I took many combines. Unfortunately, I think I have failed 8 as of today. Actually, I did fail one today as well with Sam Strong. I was doing combine stacking. Unfortunately, I kind of got into it last night when I shouldn't have been. And then again this morning when I was doing too many things, trying to get to work, trying to listen in, and wasn't disciplined. Even when I told myself I wasn't going to do it this morning. So anyway, I failed to earn the trade. I continue to fail theirs for some reason, but I did get in Apex, which I like better. It actually allows me to use more contracts. and ran it up today. I think I did like $2,300 today in it. So my goal was 3,000 because I did the $50,000 combine. So the profit goal is 3,000 and I'm up 3,300. So I got through it today. So now I just got to tell them, yeah, I did it, and boom.
Oh my goodness, bro, you crazy. You say, oh yeah, well, you know, I just 2,300 today and that's it, you know. Oh
But the
my
crazy
goodness.
thing is, Jay, when I'm in sim and when I can use more contracts, I put it this way. Yesterday, I did 17 grand in sim.
Yes.
And I did about, I don't know, 1,500 in my combine.
Right.
And I had been doing that in sim for so long. I said, man, I got to get in more combines so I can get this, and that's how do it like you do it. It's kind of like in golf. You got to take that guy from the driving range to the golf course.
Yeah.
So I was finally able to take it and get through this combine. And now that I've gotten through one, it's like getting through a maid or winning a tournament. Now I'm going to win a bunch of them. I'm telling you, I'm going to be a beast.
Just a little bit of patience, a little bit of discipline, and the skill that you have, the skill that you possess. Now, what would you say to anybody, and this is the last question, what would you say to anybody that's fearful about believing in themselves, taking the course? Anybody that's apprehensive, maybe they failed before in the past, or maybe they are skeptical and they think that it's a scam. What would you say to them?
It's not a scam. This is how it is every day. This is how the trade room is every day. But the course material, like he said earlier, he talked about the didactic or the academic part and then the practical part. So you got to take the classes, learn the information. You can do it at your own speed. Once you do it through it once and you start to get the vocabulary, things start coming better. The trade room starts to make more sense. And then you can start practicing. And then as you practice, just stay in sim, practice. And then I definitely recommend a combine as opposed to the live money side. It's just different. You can kind of take that practice and still think of it as practice in your combine, but it's real money, but the numbers work a little better. Mm-hmm. And then you can kind of go from there. But the course is real. You can go back. I've gone through this course probably 3, 4, 5 times. I go back through it ever so often. And now once you do it, then you can put it on a little faster speed because now the vocabulary makes sense. So you can put it on 1.25 or 1.5 speed. And now you're like, oh yeah, I remember that. And you can start getting it. And it'll make sense. Some people take like Q Fancy and that other guy, D Smith, I think it was, you talked to, 6 weeks or a month. Everybody works at their own speed. It's right. 6 months, 7 months for some people. But like you said, it's a lifetime of information that you can use forever.
You can use it forever. Forever. I like that. Hey, everybody, y'all do me a huge favor in this chat. And everybody who's on here, man, would y'all praise up Dr. Glenn real fast, man? Y'all show him some love. And you already know what you got to do, Glenn. You got to send me a picture or something like that so I can post it on IG, post it on Facebook. As soon as I get it. I'm super proud of you, man. Very, very proud of you. And much love. Thank you for taking a little time to share. Thank you so much. And man,
and shout out to Shar too, man. Shar is very helpful too.
Oh, she's a monster. She's a monster. I have to be at lunch in 7 minutes, and it's 7 minutes away, and I don't have one in the shoes. So today has been a good day. I sold 11, and I told you that it was going to touch it twice. I think 11 went down to 11s by now. Where are we in the market? Just in case they was wondering, I want to make sure I pull it all up. I told you to sell 11. 11 has gone down to 11. That's a 32 tick call on the bonds. 32 ticks, that's $1,000 a contract. On the ES, I told you to buy. First was sell 87 to sell 97 to 87 for $500. Then buy 87 back to 900 to 97 for $500. I told you that we'll move up to 7 off the open, but 7 should sell back down. And the 7 sell to, let's call it 7 sold back to 80. So that's another 27 points. So that's 27 plus 10 is 37. And then I told you you should buy 79. Your number, the 60 said 81, 82. The 5-minute chart says 78. So I told you to buy 79s. 79s have already gone up to 35. Well, they've gone up to 37. So 79 to 37, call that another 57 points on top of that. So that's 77 points on the ES that I've called.
Wait,
And
the stop
I'm sorry.
sign trade that just happened right now. If you was waiting up at 37, where you said the
Oh, yeah.
stop sign was on the ES,
Yeah.
money right now.
Okay, cool. So you're making money right now. So I called 20 ticks before the ES opened. I called another 70 since it's been in the market. Yeah, because it's 50 on the way up and this 37 has got to go to 17. So that's 100 points on the market that's been called and 100 points. Let's do the math. Can everybody agree that I did that though? Like, am I lying? Type of Y in the chat box if you heard me call these trades.
You did that. You did that.
Okay, so 100 times $12.50 is $1,250. So no, I should have did 400 because every tick is a point. So 400 ticks is what I've called today. I've called 100 points on the ES. That's 400 ticks times $12.50. That's $5,000 worth of calls on the ES and $1,000 worth of calls on the bonds. Would y'all agree that I'm telling the truth? I call $6,000 worth of trades a day.
Yes.
Sir.
Yep.
For sure. Clock on the wall says that's about all. I've enjoyed you all, and surely I've
Let me
had a
add
ball.
one more thing, Jay. You taught like a monster, brother.
Oh, we told a little bit today too.
If they weren't leaning in today, they just don't know how to learn, man. If they weren't leaning in today, man. Awesome.
It is what it is. It is. And we grow and we serve. It's love. Clock on the wall says that's about all. I've enjoyed you all, and surely I've had a ball. But boom, boom, skeet, skeet. That's it. Your boy Jay's got a split. We all we got, but that's cool.
We all we
We all
need.
We all we need. We all we need.
We all we need.
Yeah.
That boy so West.